I need to turn the soundtrack down a little bit. Whoop.
That is fair.
I was vibing pretty hard though.
Yeah. Sam, you might want to hop into session.
Yeah, I need to save.
I love the song that's, I think it's called Thrash Pack.
Yeah, I also have that on the queue. I have a very specific scene in mind for that.
Oh dear.
Okay. I love Thrash Pack.
Rip.
I mean, judging from
Oh,
the
God.
name,
That's the dogs, right? That's their theme song?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Hell
praise the
yeah!
dog.
Yeah.
Thrash Pack's fucking great.
well, I'm looking forward to Wolfsark now because I know where that's showing up.
Not necessarily.
Well, you know. It's called
Just
Thrash Pack.
because this doggy boy is in the game doesn't mean this doggy boy is in the thing.
We will
I'm just
see,
saying.
won't we?
I think that there's a pretty good shot.
Let me know when you're good, Chris.
I'm good.
Alright. So, where we last left off, you guys had helped out another two of your former allies lost in the labyrinthine woods. That being Zumir and Kapok. After battling through the woods for a bit, dealing with some mythical creatures, some fucked up fae, and some very angry ghosts, you managed to beat back the most immediate forces causing the corruption and allowed Zumir and Kapok to start the purification ritual, which will take some time to propagate through the forest, but at least the recovery has started. Once they had completed their work, you returned with them back to the tower for another week of rest and recovery. After having a time to look over the various herbs and other items that you gathered while in the labyrinthine woods, each of you discovers that you have roughly 125 gold worth of supplies.
Okay.
Did you give that last time, or is this
No.
new gold?
That's new.
New
Because
gold.
Long's only at 90.
Wait, how much is it?
125 each.
Ooh. Matt, how much are armor upgrades?
More than that.
340?
If you need some gold boo, you let me know.
I don't know, I have Gucci.
Okay.
Yeah, 340. For +1 to +1 resilient.
We'll see if I'm actually not an asshole though.
Yeah, Sam has to go buy 340 gold worth of fucking level 3 arrows. So, with those items in store, based on what you guys had said, you wanted to send... Excuse me. You had the idea to send, was it Cedar and a couple of his guys out to Chinny to keep an eye on things for a little bit?
Yes. To use 1 point for that, if everyone is okay with that.
Seems okay, yeah. Mika's not gonna argue with that one.
Yeah, because it's like a installation that seems to be growing, so might as well keep tabs on it.
Yep. Right. We can send him and a couple of his guys out to get an ear on the situation there and see what's going on. If there are any new developments. Alright. Other than that, you guys have a free week and 3 remaining scouting points that you can spend throughout that week.
I believe the idea was to try and get some supplies with some of those other points, yeah?
Shopping!
Yep, you are free to, if you want to have a buying and selling run, you can pawn off your things to Avi and see if she comes back with anything good to purchase. You can have people craft consumables, whether those be talismans, potions, ammunition, etc., or you can have people assist with gear creation. You have 3 points, you can use those as many times as you want. If you craft consumables, it has to be different types. You get a bundle per each point spent on consumables.
For those that want upgrade work, Mika's probably gonna spend most of that week furiously smithing. So she can do some work on other people's stuff besides her own.
I don't even know what to ask for.
I think Lana's current, actually.
Because I don't know if there's any trinkets that apply to casters.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the trinket list in a bit.
Let's look at the trinket list.
It's
let's all
talismans
go to
under
the
consumables.
lobby.
Get ourselves some
That's nice.
trinkets.
Consumables. You said talisman?
Yes.
Wait, what are they called?
Talismans.
Under
What-
consumables.
What
Correct.
level can we go up to so I know when to stop scrolling?
You can get up to level 10, but you can only get a small number of level 10s. Anything else, you would get normal bundle sizes for.
Well, that's nice. I found one called a beckoning cat amulet anyway, so I'm stopping there. Oh. Lame.
Link me, Sam?
It's you have to have cat's luck or. Oh, you mean the in general?
Yeah, the list.
I know you're talking about the black cat one.
No. Also, is your icon a cat in an Among Us suit?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
sent it to them earlier.
I've been drawing Among Us guys for people at work all week. Alright. Mika's gonna get her resilient armor upgrade done this week if it kills her, so.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I would want to request.
Vanishing coin is cool. Safi, look at vanishing coin. Safi, I'm gonna send you vanishing coin because I really have it up and that's so much easier.
Let's see. Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Can we all pick one of these talisman, or like?
If you pick level 9 and lower, each of you can pick a talisman. If you pick level 10s, each of them counts as two talismans.
Oh shit, where's this list at?
Consumables, talismans.
Sam, do you have the list? Because I
Yeah.
kind of can't.
I will hook you up, man. I got you.
am very thankful.
That
I'm
is
gonna
the
just
same
put
for all
it-
types of consumables. You essentially
gonna-
get 6 with level 10 items counting as 2.
I put it in general.
Okay, and where are we getting these from? Like, are they just free, or?
If you spend one of your 3 remaining scouting points, you can have one of
Oh.
your allies craft some.
Got it. And
Will
we can
it
go up to
cost us?
you,
No,
You can go up to
these
level
are
9.
free when you spend the scouting point on it.
and you can go up to level 9. You said?
Level 9s cost 1 point. Level 9 and lower cost 1 point. Level 10 costs 2 points. You get 6 total points for every scouting point you put in.
Well,
Okay,
someone
got
can have mine because there's nothing good for me in there.
Oh.
I haven't. There's a lot of them
okay,
to look
I
at. Holy
understand.
cow.
Yeah.
And do these expire, or are these just added?
They
on?
will expire if they are not used by the end of the mission.
Got it. Okay, understood.
How much are weapon upgrades actually?
Okay, so they're mission specific.
What is your weapon currently at?
It hasn't been upgraded.
35 gold to make. Yeah, it'll cost 35 gold to be +1 and 100 gold to make it +1 and do 2 damage dice.
Basilisk Eye would be good for Mika.
Which one? Basilisk guy?
Yeah.
I hadn't looked at that part. There are too many of them, so I didn't even bother to go too far.
I think Lana
Should
already-
I upgrade my rapier?
I mean, if you want to, I'll hammer away at it.
Mako, will you upgrade my armor?
Sure.
Thanks.
I'm gonna play music this week, Matt. So apply said bonuses however you wish.
We all do.
Just drop it on
so
my
it-
forge.
It's 100 gold total if I wanted to do the +1 and the 2 damage dice.
Yes, assuming your rapier is just a standard rapier.
It is.
All right.
Might as well do that, I guess, even though I don't use it.
Sure.
All the crafting rules.
So, yeah. I just took off 100 gold. If Mika would do that for me, please.
Yep, just drop it at the forge and I'll get it done.
Reese will bring you booze.
Mika will happily take all the booze.
So, Fit.
Yes.
I've been waiting a little bit for this to see if you ever did it. So,
That was waiting for me to upgrade my weapon.
Oh no.
hey, there's no point in giving it to you if you weren't gonna bother using a weapon. So, know how your violin has a gimmick
Uh-huh.
that it can store so many instruments in it.
Yeah.
So, the day that you get your rapier back from Mika,
Uh-huh.
when you start practicing with your violin that day, you feel it resonating with the upgraded weapon.
Hello? Okay.
Because magical items give you an instinctual knowledge, you know that you can store that rapier in the violin now, and swap from the violin to the rapier and back as a free action if needed.
Damn.
Oh!
That's fucking cool.
Okay, cool. I like that.
It
That's
keeps the tune going as long as you end your turn with the violin back in your hands.
I don't remember being able to forge shit like that. Alright.
You know
Reese
what
is
would be
like-
really fucking awesome?
huh.
If Reese just went and swiped out with his bow and it turned into his rapier and then back into his bow and he was hyperplayed.
That's
Hey, however you want to do it thematically.
That's so hot.
that is pretty cool.
Ugh.
You're
I
welcome.
still only have 15 to hit though, because I suck.
But
I
it's
think-
there.
And Vit,
Yes.
you now get the idea that as you upgrade that rapier,
Mm-hmm.
the plus you have on that rapier is the plus you have to performance from that violin.
Wait, what?
Hi.
My to hit?
Your to hit bonus is also your plus performance bonus.
Ooh.
That
So
gives
when you get
what?
to
That gives me a
+3.
21 to hit.
That's spicy.
No,
That's-
Okay.
no, your performance is not your hit. I'm
Okay.
saying when you upgrade your weapon to a +3, you will
Oh.
have +3 performance.
Oh, so like you know how your violin gives you a bonus to your
Oh.
performance bit?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you upgrade your weapon, it'll upgrade your bonus to performance from your violin.
Oh my god.
What's up?
Matt, that's fucking cool, dude.
That's spicy.
This is how Matt's gonna get me to upgrade my weapon.
Hi, repertoire is a cool weapon.
It is. But my to hit sucks.
Who has expert in acrobatics?
Lana does.
Not it.
Not it.
Yes.
Wait, really?
Is Lana the only one?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so me and Lana. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Wolf does.
I would like to get some feather stepstones. Sounds like it'd be useful. When you activate it, you ignore effects of any difficult terrain and greater difficult terrain you move through into the end of your turn.
It's not a bad one because you are going to be heading to a remote island.
The requirements, you are an expert in acrobatics.
Mhm.
So that's the only limiting factor. But it'd be useful for me and Lana.
Because Matt said that one crafting point for talismans gives us 6 talisman points.
Yeah, I was looking at that one.
So it would be like 1 point for anything level 9 and below. So it's not like we would all have to get the feathered foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so with the 6 talisman points in that we can
You essentially each have a point to pick a talisman, and then people can
Okay.
give theirs up to let somebody pick a 2-point talisman.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like a feather stepstone.
Alrighty.
I'll take one of those on Lana as well.
Okie dokie. Add that to your sheets.
Yeah, the basilisk guy that Sephi mentioned looks kind of interesting, so.
Oh, that is nice.
So, Mika, if there's enough points for it, Mika will give one of those a shot.
Yep, that's only 1 point, so you guys got 3 left.
Can I?
I can't pick.
Yes,
So,
you can.
can you? Is that actually because I have a swift block cabochon attached to the shield already? Can I also attach a basilisk guy to that, or does that just a loose talisman?
Let me look up the rules for talismans to see if you can only have one attached real quick.
Because I forgot I still have that swift block and the pendant for that matter, the crying angel pendant.
The weeping angel pendant.
Nope, that's a different pendant.
Only a single talisman can be affixed to an item at any given time.
Gotcha.
Oh.
I'll take off the swift block and put the basilisk guy on then.
Oh,
Cause
Matt.
Yes.
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead and finish your thought, Chris.
Just that the swift block isn't a temp one. I'll just, if I need it, I'll reattach it or someone else can do something with it. But
Yeah, you're the only one with the shield, so you're the only one that can use it.
yeah. So okay, good.
So is the upgrade that I just gave my rapier the one where I can put a rune on it?
Yes.
Ooh. Is that the highest upgrade we can have right now?
Yes, unless you guys have been hoarding. The next weapon upgrade you get is 900 gold to get it a +2,
Ooh.
Yep, that's
which
on
gives it a second rune slot.
I
I
have.
also have a. Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I had another question. Slightly, I guess, technically fashion related, I guess. The robe that Reese got, would it be possible to, like, switch those, like, pockets into the inside of his coat?
Yeah, the only magical part of it is the sleeves, and you have magical crafting, so if you want to spend part of your downtime swapping that over, I'll let you do it for free.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make it coats on the inside of the coat, because that feels more secure to me.
Yeah.
And
Stop
it's
eating
less
your
bulky.
basket.
No.
Dumbass. But yeah,
Yeah,
feel free to
sounds
do
good.
that.
It's a crafting check?
Mhm.
Oh, I want to use physical dice because they've been doing well for me in training. Roll 20 hates me.
Well, 20 hates everyone.
Oh, I'm a liar. My physical dice hate me too. That's a 20.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you didn't critically fail it.
Okay. Fucking
'Cause
natural
you're not
four
trying to
piece of shit.
make yeah, you're not trying to make any monetary progress. You're just taking
I'm just.
time to swap it over.
I'm basically making it so 2 items are 1 item instead.
It'll still count as 2 magically attuned items, but
My coat isn't magical.
oh, okay, then yeah.
Yeah. My coat's
yeah,
just
it's
a plain
aesthetic.
Jane coat. It's like what my armor's underneath my coat.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just aesthetic.
will you need me to make crafting rules for everybody's stuff that Mika's working on, or just for her own getting the upgrade to it
Crafting
done?
checks is essentially only really to make money or to make sure you're not critically failing something. If you're already making a crafting check for the week, I will let you go off that roll.
Okay, say I did roll, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be needed or not for what I'm trying to do. So
You're gonna need the crafting roll to see how much money you make on your own armor upgrade.
gotcha. I rolled a 30 total for that.
Alright, and that gives a 31. That's a success. As a note to everybody, if you're not familiar with it, because I think this is the first time it's come up, since Reese told me he is playing music during the downtime, part of the party has activated, and I need a performance check from you, Reese.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm gonna roll and roll 20 because my physical dice betrayed me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Roll 20 betrayed me too. Does my
So,
thing apply to that
That's
too?
success.
Is it?
Yes. Aid
Thumbs up.
checks are stupid easy.
Thumbs up.
Aid checks are flat 20s. unless the circumstance is exceptionally dire.
Wowie.
So, you're still getting used to your violin in its new state, but still pretty good music. So everybody gets a +1 on everything they do this week. And Mika, do you guys want to spend a scouting point to have Theoden assist Mika with crafting for the week?
Sounds
that
reasonable
might be
to me.
good.
I'm not against it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. There's
You're
not much else
expert in
to do.
crafting, Mika?
I believe so. Where's my crafting? Yes, expert in crafting.
I don't have
Alright.
any talismans that I want that I can use, so if you guys want other ones, fucking go for it.
Same.
Okay, so if 2 spare points.
3 if you count Nathan, unless we get something for him. I don't know what to get him.
I'll let him pick. I'll let him pick one when he gets back.
Okay, so yeah, there's 2
so-
spare points.
Yeah. Mika, you make 70 gold in progress this week.
Awesome. Can I 70 gold in progress? Can I just dump cash into that to finish out what I
Yes.
don't do? Made so
And
many-
that roll is enough for you to be able to do everybody else's upgrades in time.
Awesome. So let me see how much that leaves left on this upgrade. Because at level 8, I was doing the resilient rune for my armor. That's 340, correct?
The baseline was 340. Yes.
Okay. So that leaves me 220. Well, so I will dump the remaining 221.5 gold to finish this shit.
Hey, 120 gold saved is 120 gold saved.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's a free mission right there.
So there we go. She finally has resilient armor.
Yeah, get +1 on all them saves. Now you just gotta save 900 gold up to get that +2 weapon.
That's the next level. That's fine. I want the damn weapon property rune. I want a thundering rune.
Yeah.
You could probably get another Emerald Grasshopper, Kevin.
I already have one actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's had one of those for a while. It's one of the first things that she got off of AV, I think, when she came back.
Yeah, if you guys don't want to go for too many of them, you can also look at the 410 level ones. There's a couple neat gimmicky ones like the Vanishing Coin.
See, I like the vanishing coin one. Are you master and stuff already?
I am, but I'm probably going to use the rune
Fair.
if everyone's okay with Reeves getting the greater invisibility rune.
But
Sure.
I didn't know that existed, so
Yeah, you guys got a greater invisibility rune in the lockbox that you opened last session. I think
Yeah,
I
I
posted
already
it after
cast
the
that.
fact.
I don't give a shit.
Well, Reese can cast normal.
Lana
invis.
still has her cloak of Elvenkind, so she's Gooch as far as that goes.
Also, you guys do meet the conditions to have the Lucky's Rabbit's Foot. Which is, you fail a reflex saving throw. You can re-roll the triggering save, and if you fail the second roll as well, you stride up to your speed.
Oh.
So
I
you
would ha-
either save it or you get to move for free.
Can you get the fuck out of the way of the dex saving throw, or do you still fail it?
You still fail it, but you get to move after as a result.
Oh, got it.
Which can be nice on fast characters since half the party moves over base speed.
Yeah, that one is particularly potent on Lana.
I don't know what else to get. So if you want to go for it, go for it.
I.
What did you just send me?
I'm gonna get that one instead of the Feather Stepstone then.
I mean, you could get both, Kevin, because there's 2 extra points in general.
Oh, well, fair enough. I'll go ahead and just throw that in then.
I
Good
don't
day.
want anything if it doesn't want anything,
Yeah.
and if Steffi doesn't want anything with them.
All right, I'll
and
say
Mika
that
doesn't
it's.
want anything with them.
I'll put that it's fading in parentheses.
Yes, that is a good idea.
I am trying to figure out how to account for my
Yeah,
AC.
I have
Yes.
a plan.
Oh,
Okay. Tomas is gonna spend
my baby.
3 days searching for crafting materials.
Alright, give me a survival check.
Shit! I forgot about that.
Rip.
It's okay, they went far away. I'm just a dumbass.
And are you an expert or a master in survival?
Master. That is. Hey Matt,
Yeah.
what's 14 plus 18?
32.
Thank you. That.
All right. That is success. So that's 12 gold after 3 days.
Okay. When he gets back after his third day, he's gonna go find Nara. Okay.
Hello, Tomas.
Hey Nara. I've got a bit of a question.
Go for it.
How is it particularly taxing for you to move our little hub house here?
Not particularly.
I was wondering if I could take a small trip home.
It's fine by me. We have a few days before we're supposed to meet back up with Cedar anyway. He can always ping me if he needs extraction.
I only want like a day.
That's fine by me. Should be ready in about an hour or so.
Thanks, Nara. He's just gonna scatter off. And as soon as like he feels that they shimmy, he's gonna sneak out of the observatory for a day.
Bless his heart.
Without telling anyone?
Yup.
Dick.
I mean, I would like to think they would realize that they're not in the same place anymore.
Is there any turbulence?
There's like a slight like shudder of the building.
Yeah, because he's gonna disappear probably for that night, then come back the next day.
If anybody
Without-
asked me a question, my headset died.
Oh, I was just saying that Tomas is probably gonna like disappear that night and sneak out, and then come back the next day.
Alright.
And then what would I roll to craft again? I would roll crafting,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a bonus with Reese.
Yes, you got a +1 to your crafting check.
So $32. Alright, that's right.
Alright. Are you trained or expert in crafting?
Trained.
Alright. And how many days do you want to spend crafting?
My last 3. So after he gets back, he's just gonna spend the rest of it crafting.
That's another 9 gold.
Okay, and then I can make Blanche off of those.
Yes. So that's 21 gold towards Blanche. And the price I gave you was per copy.
And I had 14 before that.
Alright. So 35. What do you want?
I don't remember how much you told me it was.
Look up Silver Sheen.
Okay.
It should be under alchemical items, tools. Yes, so it's 6 gold per Blanche.
So I can make 5 and have 5 gold left over in materials.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to keep, so he's going to give 1 to Mika and Wolf each. He's going to keep 1 and give 2 to Reeves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did
So what we get, Sephi, is that when we use it, we get 10 pieces of arrow. Or 10 pieces of ammunition.
Yep.
Oh,
You
one
could
vial.
also use it to, if you want to apply it to your bayonet, it'll last for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Are these temporary for the mission or?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
Sam
So,
actually crafted those.
okay.
Yeah, so you and Wolf should have 2 now.
Yep, because I never used my last one.
Where is...
Is it ditto for the healing potions that we got last time from Avi?
Yeah.
Those are normal potions.
I think it's only Shino's potions that go away.
Correct.
Okie doke.
Alright, so I guess we're just gonna pour those over 2 clips. When when combat is relevant.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys have 1 point of scouting left.
If there's
You have no idea what you want to spend it on, you could use it to get some free healing potions, you could use it to get some ammunition, that kind of stuff.
free healing potions would probably be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that one.
Each of you could get a free moderate healing potion if you want to go that route.
Let's do that.
And are those fading or do those stay?
Those will fade after the mission, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
But it does save you 50 gold from each having to buy one.
Absolutely true.
Chug-a-lug.
And those are 3d8 plus 10.
My inventory is getting so fucking messy, man.
Yeah, I really
Like a true adventurer.
I really like this this scouting point
Wait.
system.
Matt!
Yeah.
What did
So-
we just get? Sorry, I may have missed something.
You got a free moderate healing potion. It is 3d8 plus 10 HP.
Oh, sweet. I have 2 now.
Matt!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, one of
Make
those is
sure one of
fading.
them decays.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them is decaying.
Yeah.
Yes, so it will expire if it is not used by the end of the mission.
I see.
Matt, you gave me a bundle of poisons and other herbs from the druid camp. Could I use that to make more
That
gold
is
iron bolts?
that is what gave you the 125 gold.
Oh, okay.
That and the obsidian bark you guys were found was worth about 125 gold for each of you.
Gotcha,
I
okay.
didn't know if that was free crafting material.
It is in a way.
It is in a way. I'll take it.
I'm gonna check and see if I can upgrade any of my shit.
So the resilient armor is +1 to
All saves.
To each save.
expert resilient shadow leather armor.
Yep, and and if at any point you guys want to upgrade one of your old items or sell them, let me know. Because a lot of those items have greater versions that you can spend money to upgrade them to.
Oh, rest assured, I'm keeping track of the difference between my prayer beads and the upgraded prayer beads, Matt.
What? No. Why'd you do
Oh,
that?
rest assured.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at that now, actually.
Reeves will probably approach Theoden to swap out his runes.
It would be my
Still
pleasure
2x
to
pistol.
assist.
So, will Reeves be able to retain the copy of the shadow, or is it just gone?
You can move it onto a rune stone.
Okay.
You got, at this point, Theoden is fine spending the pennies it cost him relatively to get a rune stone to transfer that to for you guys.
Awesome.
So
Um,
you just have that available to give to somebody else, or save until you have 2 armor slots.
Yeah, I think that's what Reeves is going to do.
Does anybody else have any other shopping-related items that they would like to do while they are in camp for the week?
Nothing shopping related.
Nope, not that I can think of.
Can Reeves put in some time? Are we moving towards what we're doing for the week otherwise, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Going once. Going twice. All
Oh.
right.
What?
I was checking if anybody else had any other shopping they wanted to do for the week.
Oh, shopping? Not shopping.
Alright. If that is the case, we will move on to what people did with their week. Tomas, I know what you did with your week. Mika, I know what you did with your week. If you have any small downtime items that you want to talk with people about that aren't, like crafting or anything like that, let me know. Otherwise, I know what you did.
Nope, tight as a clam.
Alright. Does anybody else have anything they would like to do with their week?
Well, since Wolf isn't here,
Yeah, we'll have to bully Wolf later.
instead Reese is going to seek out Lana because Wolf seems quote-unquote busy. And, be like, Lana, I have another favor to ask.
Oh, what's going on?
He looks very hesitant. So... I was thinking about maybe getting a little stronger.
Are we doing that already?
I mean, I thought we were just, like, doing endurance training.
Hmm. Well, you know, the endurance has got to come from somewhere. I'm sure you've noticed a little bit of a change by now, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Reese is just dissociating.
Lana just doesn't quite get the difference.
Tomas passes by while looking for herbs. Yeah, his legs are a lot thicker. Keeps going.
Fuck off.
Didn't need the detail, but thanks.
I
Okay, so you want to get more, like, big, I guess?
guess just being able to like lift things and things like that instead of just being able to
People,
run
probably,
good.
I'm guessing.
That's not the reason.
Look, I mean, we've been in dire situations. You've had to carry Tomas a couple times. I get it. It's really,
Yeah, I
it's really good of you to
guess.
be pragmatic about this.
Thank you.
It's actually really intelligent, Reese. I admire it.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know exactly what they do to get that way, but I think I've seen Wolf and Mika do like some strength exercises that I can probably replicate, and you know, maybe you can ask Wolf about it later when he's not busy doing Wolf things.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Or I would ask Mika, but Mika seems to be
Yeah, Mika's in her forge. It's, you know.
Bang,
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang.
You hear Reeves from up in the rafters just shout, "You can also ask Joser. Also, I'm stuck.
Reeves, how did you get up there?
Don't ask."
Do you have a rock or something? Can we just dislodge him by throwing something at him?
I mean, sure, if you want to take a crack at it.
And she'll press the digitation a rock for Reese.
I don't know if I like doing this.
Oh, he'll be fine. He's had
Yeah.
worse.
That's
Can you
What's
hit-
the worst that can
you-
happen?
Can you hit my armor class?
If
That's
you
a
don't,
good
if you
question.
don't try, I will.
He's just like, okay.
It'll
I don't
be
even know what that would
fine.
be. Throwing a rock.
Reeves is tough.
What are you doing?
We're trying to knock you down.
No, I can climb down. I was just
Well, that's rough. Throws the rock.
You guys are assholes.
Make a raised attack roll.
I don't know how to do that.
Dexterity modifier plus d20.
Matt sounds so resigned right now.
That's it. Oh dang.
You're
Yeah,
not trained in improvised weapons, are you?
I'm not gonna hit. I can tell you that right now.
Sorry, it's a thrown weapon. It is strength modifier plus d20.
Oh, I'm sorry. Subtract 3 from that. I like to think that the rock went up and
Yeah,
then
it
just
kinda
fell
just
right
like-
back down.
No, it like hit Reeves, but not enough to dislodge him. Because it's like a
No.
fucking. It's like a
It probably
3-pound
didn't even
rock.
hurt. It just kind of like whapped you in the shoulder gently, and you're like,
Really? Really?
Well,
Wow. I thought better of you.
I can see why you want to get stronger now, Reese. That was
Thanks,
an attempt.
Lana.
That was an attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Right, coming down. Sheesh.
Reeves, get me down. All right, I'll get you down, but I can get down on my own. I'm kind of just fucking with you.
Reese is having a hard day.
Tough crowd. Tough crowd.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
I knew I wasn't gonna hit you. That was the joke.
Well,
I think that's the first time I've tried to seriously throw anything at anybody, actually.
Poor Reese. It's much bully.
Weak ass bitch.
Reese is the butt monkey.
You can always
That
come help
day,
me.
definitely.
You can always come help with me in the forge. That'll get your arms real quick.
Is Mika yelling that?
Yep.
Reese is like, that
That's a
seems so
great
dangerous.
idea. That's a fantastic idea. You'll get strong so fast.
Kumas walking back the other way. Yeah, that sounds great. Do that.
I hate you.
Spend some time in the heat, sweating it up with Mika.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, but think about how strong you'll be when you're done, and like how calloused your hands will be.
I don't want that.
Sounds hot.
No.
Is Tomas even gathering anything at this point, or is he just walking back and forth so he can say one-liners?
That
I think
was
he's just being a dick.
it's definitely just being a dick.
We could start you with something easy. You can even
Like
wear
a great
gloves.
sword.
We can even wear gloves if you want.
Okay.
Is it kind of bad? I just imagine Miko with bare-ass hands, like just sticking things into the coals and
Oh-
burying them.
Oh no, she's totally just like chucking things around without gloves. Her
Asbestos
hands are like,
hands.
yeah, pretty much. Her hands are like leather at this point.
Just Mika's hands buried up to the wrist in like 600-degree coals.
This is
I'm
fine.
just imagining Reese's traumatized face as he sits in the corner holding something with like oversized gloves on, looking horribly out of place.
Mika goes to quench it and just puts the tip of the sword against her tongue to make the sizzling noise.
just to fuck with. She would do that just to fuck with him.
Reese is like, ah!
Haha, I'm not gonna taste anything for a week, but it was worth it.
Exactly. Yes. This is the most fun
"You
she's had in
okay,
a while.
Mika?"
Oh, it's good. It's good. So good.
Reese casts Soothe on Mika, just in case.
She'll never acknowledge it. Never acknowledge it hurt.
How long do I have to hold these ingots for?
Let's see here. If Reese is shaking yet, another minute.
Alright, you can put him back down where you found him.
Yep.
Okay.
You can put them back down where you found them.
And so the
Stop that.
Yeah.
and so the bullying of Reese continues.
And thus does the party bully Reese for his own good.
Exactly.
We're
Poor
bullying him
Bard.
for the stat boosts.
Level 10 ones.
Hell yeah. Alright. Anything else from you, Reese?
He's gonna have an anxiety attack halfway through the week, but other than that, no.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm. I wonder
what?
how.
Yeah, it's a mystery. Alright. Can you stop? Alright, does anybody else have anything they would like to do during the week? Stop being mean.
Reebs has a couple of things.
Okie dokie.
First, let's. You said that this week I could swap out Dwarven for Draconic, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I think Reebs is going to just, first off, stay a little bit I think when he's not climbing into hard to reach places, he'll
That's where he studies.
yeah, basically. So like earlier when you threw the rock at him in the rafters, he was like he just had his draconic 101 book in his hands.
Bless his
So
heart.
yeah, so he will be basically just doing a bunch of reading, approaching probably Reese and Avi, and probably Nara as well, if she has a spare moment to just have conversational draconic. He definitely does not have the accent down, but and it's still a little rough in places. But I think he is able to hold a pretty decent conversation in it.
Oh
At
boy,
least
that
a
means
fundamental one.
Yep.
I mean that means Reeves and Reese can talk shit in Draconic,
Yes.
just like Reese and Tomas can talk shit in Elven. I think Reese can talk shit about almost every language the party knows.
Can't talk shit in Abyssal.
Yeah, he can.
Fuck you.
Recline's back.
Asshole.
And once he kind of feels that he has a pretty good grasp on it, he's going to ask Avi for some of those more advanced magic books.
All right. Well, let's hope you've been hitting the weights as hard as Reese has. And she pulls out these books that are nearly as big as your torso and drops them into your arms.
Oh, there was one thing I missed. It is a small thing though.
Alrighty, we can get to that in 1 second.
Yeah.
Hi, each of these took me an entire semester to get through. Have fun.
Did you have to walk to classes with these?
Oh no, I could not afford these when I was still in school.
Oh.
These stayed in the college classrooms.
I see. Okay, this might take a while.
Yep, nobody learns magic in a week.
Lana walks by. What?
You're different.
Nobody
Reese from
learns
ups-
arcane magic in a week.
Reese from upstairs. Yeah, Lana, we know your god loves you.
Well, I mean, jury's still out on that one, but
They
You
love
know,
you enough to give
probably.
you magic for free.
yeah, fair enough.
Take what you can get, Lana.
You want some help carrying those reaps?
I mean, yes, they're really heavy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Those look like my school books from college, except I had an unseen servant carrying them around.
Haha, nerd.
Fuck off!
The two elves just bullying each other all week.
Tomas is in the
Wait.
doghouse right now.
got it. So when you say that you want help, Lana just grins and goes, "Great, I know just the person. Hey, Reese, come over here and help Reese carry the books."
Reese casts unseen servant
Come
and has the unseen servant carry the books.
Spoil sport.
Awesome. Let's go over to. Awesome. Just put them over in my workshop.
She's like, my arms hurt.
That's the point. It means they're getting stronger.
Yeah, well, you know what? They can have a break.
Yeah, that's actually really important for their recovery.
All right.
And I think I'll put in some time into crafting.
All right. I think you should have like 3-ish days left
Okay.
after finishing learning the language.
All right. Let's do. Uh, 23 with Reese's buff.
So you don't make the greatest progress on the first day because of Mika's thing. Reroll it.
Oh,
Yep, Mika has inspired inspiration. You guys are allowed to reroll crafts during the down week each time you fail.
there we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That'll
Hell
do
yeah.
it. All
So
right.
33.
So, you only make 5 silver on the first day. But for the last 2 days, you make a total of 8 gold.
Awesome.
So 8.5 gold.
So I'm at 35.5. Yep, and I'll be Reeps this week.
Alright. And Reese, you said you had something else you wanted to do?
It's just a little thing.
Yeah.
Reese is gonna find Sumir towards the beginning of the week.
Sure thing. So, after having a day or so of downtime, you eventually track down Zumir after he's had a chance to settle in. And you see him hanging out in the shop with Avi as they're talking about getting things back in order. And you see tiny little potted plants, Kapak sitting in the corner. And as you enter, Avi gives you a wave, and Zumir gives you a tiny little wave from his chest level as you enter.
He's like, "Oh hey, both of you," and he kind of walks over and he looks at Zumir and he's like, "I learned a trick."
Oh?
Yes, and I wanted to show you when, we got you back. And Reese is going to use prestidigitation to make Zumir a flower crown.
Oh,
Aw.
baby.
Aww.
Nerd!
Shut up, Sam.
So, when you spawn the flower crown into your hands, very gently, he'll extend his giant hands down in front of you.
Reese will hand over the flower crown.
He will gently place that on top of his head and then give you a big, warm Minotaur hug.
Reese is like, "Oh, I missed this." Reese will try and hug back. His arms will not make it all the way around.
Yeah, you don't get a full hug, but you put in effort and it's appreciated.
Yeah, that's what Reese wanted to do. See, little thing.
I think that's a wonderful trick. Thank you, Reese.
I'm glad you think so, and welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Reese is so happy he's got his comfort Minotaur back.
I know this sounds a little bit sketchy after, but it was just like, oh, I first remembered the thing I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the thing that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Tomas is gonna tell one person that he's going to, disappear.
Yeah.
He's gonna go ask Kapak if he wants to come with him.
Bitch!
You go to ask Kapak, and he kind of just wiggles vaguely in your direction.
He's gonna also mention Phelan's temple when he asks him.
So, as I said, Kapak just kind of wiggles in your direction for a little
Okay.
bit. And noticing you talking to Kapak, Zumir comes over and has a slight frown and says, "Oh, I'm sorry if you're trying to have a talk with him. He's being like that for such an extended period of time wore him out a little bit. He's gonna need a while to recover."
Oh, my small baby.
Yeah.
Tomas is gonna be like, yeah, that's fine. I'll take him next time. And he's gonna disappear.
Thanks for thinking about him.
Yep, got it.
Bitch.
Fuck.
He's just tuckered out from being so angry, that's all.
Yeah, he was angry for a while. He is essentially back in raw familiar state where he only has like two abilities a day.
That's fucking fair. I had been thinking about that like all fucking day, and then my fucking goldfish brain is like, LOL, fuck you.
Well, Mika, give me a perception. Sorry, a fortitude save.
Okay. Heh. Fortitude. Thank God for that booster. 23 total.
So, you've been having a pretty good record so far, but after all the adventuring, later towards the end of one of the weeks, as you're staring out on watch, you feel your consciousness slowly drift away, and before you have a chance to catch yourself, you drift off to sleep for a moment. You wake up a couple hours later, early in the morning, to find yourself having a small blanket draped over your shoulders and a cup of warm breakfast tea sitting on the desk next to you.
Blink at that for a second and kind of sit and sip the tea for a moment.
It's good tea.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Eventually, no sleep will catch up with you, unfortunately.
It had
but-
to. It had to eventually.
Luckily, it was in a safe place. That is the nicest sleep, the longest sleep you've had in a while.
Couple hours? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, you feel a bit more well rested than usual as you finish out your week. Alright. Does anybody else have anything they want to go over before
I'm
we
done
move
pissing
on
off
to the
it.
round table?
I'm good.
I think I'm solid.
If I think actually that's
I-
some. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's just like I want Lana to pick up a downtime activity, but I don't really know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
She can go searching with Tomas if she wants.
I've
If she wants to
Only if you
meditate
want.
somewhere, if she wants to meditate somewhere, Reeves' workshop is, well, I wouldn't say exactly the most quiet, but
It's consistent.
yes.
I kind of want to do something religion based actually, because that's
If she
kinda
wants to
what
study
she's
with
got.
Reese studies like 50% of the time every week.
Yeah, I think that what she'll do is she'll kind of pop by AV at some point. Just
Hi, Alana.
oh hey, I saw you were kind of helping out Reeves with learning more about like magic and all that stuff. Like, you know, I know he's specifically trying to learn like arcane stuff.
Yeah. Just he was learning Draconic.
Oh, that's what that was. I was wondering if you had any like religious texts stored anywhere, because I mean, given everything that's happened, that it seems kind of prudent to look into like origin myths, anything that might give us more insight into what we're dealing with.
Reese reaches over to the small bookshelf next to his desk in his room and will randomly select a few tomes and be like, I've kind of been trying to read up on it too.
Hmm.
And he'll kind of slide over the books that he has. He's like, I was really bad at religious things before this whole god stuff started.
Well, worst case scenario, I can go see if Emmy has anything on her, and like I know Avi has like a ton of books, so
Yeah, AV has a ton of books, but if you want to study, you can study in here if you want.
yeah.
Room soundproof.
Clang, 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 clang.
Oh,
Very soundproof.
yeah, it is. That was one more thing, Matt, that I forgot.
Yeah.
Reese was gonna ask Nara for a doorbell for his room. I forgot.
When you were going to ask about that.
He's just like, yeah, I'd like it so that people didn't have to barge into my room.
How many times did it take, out of curiosity?
Not that many, maybe 2 or 3.
that you know of.
Hey,
Alright.
Tomas. Hey, Tomas.
Yeah.
Wanna play Ding Dong Ditch?
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I can still light you on fire.
It's worth it.
Worth it.
I'm wrapping up a few things here, but I can alter the configurations of your room in an hour or so.
Oh, thank you. That's all I needed there.
Yep.
Well, and we can go back to the thing with Lana
Okay.
if
yeah.
you needed to do more.
Oh no, just long story short, Lana's just gonna kind of ask around the observatory for any kind of religious documentation around like godly origins or like exceptional tales or like tales where they might have gotten kind of the better gotten of them. Just anything to let her like research potential weaknesses or like oversights or properties, stuff like that.
So you can get Avi has some basic books on Nara, and Emmy has some books on mainly Brianna as well as most of the other Trinity. As for specific books, Avi does say, next time I go out on some runs, I can go see if I can pick anything up. Most of the people here haven't been super big readers about religious texts since all that went down, so I haven't been looking for it, but I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I would really appreciate that, because you know what they say, knowledge is power, and now's the time where we should start trying to get some on our own.
That's the kind of thinking I can get behind.
Okay, well, I'll start with what we got, and then I'll see what we run into.
Sounds good to me.
And Lana, when she's not training, she will be reading.
Sounds good, sounds good.
They can have study sessions.
Give me
Yay.
a religious check.
All right. Bop 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 around.
All right. Nothing too crazy, but it does give Lana as a character a bit more understanding about the other major gods, at least, as well as Nara, since you had those books on hand. The Trinity are referred to in the books as over deities, in the sense that they have more power over the affairs of the mortal realm than the other deities. They're essentially a tier above the others, and thus have greater say in their actions. And Nara is a standard deity, and unlike some of the older ones, such as Phelan or Argith, she is not one of the original deities created from the first men and women of the mortal world. She is a human from relatively early in history that rose up to pick up the domain of knowledge at one point, and has since then been the one that helped humanity learn about the arcane arts. She is typically related to both occult and arcane magics, but not natural, which is tended to by Phelan, nor religious magics, which the other gods all control to an extent.
Yeah.
Nara is also notable in the fact that she does not have clerics. She is the only known deity that is the case.
How interesting.
Yes.
It kind of
Think,
makes sense.
Yep. Because she cannot bestow divine magic.
Divine magic, yeah. She's just straight up the giver of arcane, but no divinity.
Yep.
How about that? I think at some point, just during a quiet time during the week, Lana would actually ask about that. Just like,
I know that you're like the giver of like the arcane knowledge and stuff, but how come you really can't touch any of the divine? Like, do you just choose not to, or is it just...
My case is a bit special among the gods, in that my divinity comes not from a higher plane, but from the laws of magic themselves, which I have bound into a single domain.
That's
As such, I cannot give divine magic, only the knowledge I possess.
the normal person's so smart that they can dance with gods. That's kind of amazing.
Well, you'll learn sooner rather than later that the guards aren't quite as brilliant as a lot of people seem to think they are.
No, I've already kind of put two and two together on that one.
They're very good at their jobs, and very rarely much outside of that.
Hmm. So I've kind of seen firsthand.
Granted, most of them aren't used to being mortal. Those that were at one point probably have long since forgotten it.
Well, I do appreciate you taking the time to answer my question. It was kind of bothering me when I saw that you didn't have anyone following you. Or, I mean, not any, traditional clerics anyway.
No problem at all. It breaks up the tedium here at least.
Hmm.
If you have any other questions, just let me know.
You'll be the first one on the list.
Alright, she goes back to smoking and playing with her devices.
We.
Some say Nara is doing very important magical work up there. Some say she's playing solitaire while she waits for the week to pass. The world will never know.
The world may never know.
Fantasy solitaire.
She's playing 5D chess in a mindscape.
She's playing RuneScape Torment or Planescape Torment.
Alright, anything else during the week?
At some point, Mika probably, like, if she ever catches a glimpse of Cornelius running around,
Yeah, he's around from time to time.
she'll just see if he runs into him, just ask him just any word.
Well, it sounds like our mutual contact in Cindergate has been making good progress as of late.
Oh,
Current estimate is anywhere from a week or two to a month from now, depending on how the last of her affairs goes, so hopefully we should be hearing word back shortly. And thus far, no cause for alarm, so it seems things are going smoothly for the time being.
she's actually maybe has a solution?
Potentially. I'll give her one thing, she's a lot smarter than quite a couple of the others we've dealt with thus far. If I can trust anybody to figure out a solution to that mess, it's her.
Hope you're right. Hope she stays okay.
Yes, well, I'm keeping in contact with her quite regularly, so if anything comes up, you will all be the first to know, and if we need to go and deal with it, well, you're not too far away. Nothing that a teleport or two can't resolve.
Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
No problem at all. If I can't solve the problem directly myself, the least I can do is stay informed on it.
That'll probably actually end up being the night that Mika ends up falling asleep on watch.
Where she has like 5% less anxiety.
Pretty much.
Alright. Any final things for the week then?
I'm good.
Once. Going twice. And scene then.
Sold to the man in the red coat.
Yes. So, as the week comes to a close, Nara swings back by Chinny to, pick up Cedar and the others that went out with him, and then start shifting the tower again over to here. So, as Nara goes through the work, you guys touch base with Cedar and his men to figure out what they learned. Within the town of Chinny, it looks like much of the same has been going on. They're moving towards the next rounds of graduation within the next month or so. So more initiates will be brought into the order. And in preparation for that event, it seems like the senior leadership of the order has been brought in, including the Grand Master of the order. So it seems the leadership of that group is currently in Chinny, watching over the affairs there. Outside of that, with the increased security, it was a bit difficult for them to get in, so they didn't try to push their luck as hard this time. But they have a couple other leads that they are passing along to the king and his men to see if any of their contacts on the inside can confirm or deny. Outside of that, after the tower shifts, Nara asks you all to remain there for a moment and heads downstairs. I have to go make sure that our guest is able to get in shortly. Be explaining things a bit further from there, but suffice to say, from here on out, we should be able to make contact with the rest of the sins rather quickly from here. So, after about 20 minutes, Nara returns with a familiar face in tow. One Captain Hastings. He is brought up to the command room with you all and introduces himself again with a flourish.
Good to see you again.
It's good to see you lot again.
Good to see
Yeah,
you.
nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you're still alive too.
Oh, I'm tough enough to kill. I'm just glad to see that the mother's trust in you all wasn't that misplaced after all. You seem to be a quite capable lot. So, it sounds like Nar has already passed on some of the news, but to go into a bit more detail, looks like you guys have finally found your way to a port, and thus I can be of, albeit limited, use to you all for the near future. Whatever pursuers he did send after me are inconvenienced at the moment, so we have clear skies for at least the time being. If you are up to it, me and my men should be able to ferry you between here and several of the points that Nar has informed me of. The Elven colony should be only about a day out, and the other two are maybe 3 or 4 days, depending on the weather on the other side.
That's surprisingly fast.
Aye, we all have our cheats. Mine is a bit more convenient in this case.
Hopefully the weather's a little bit little more favorable this time around.
Aye, there's no magical fuckery this time.
That would be good. I'd like to keep my guts inside me this time.
Yes, and I don't plan on calling any storms on top of myself anytime soon, so... It should be relatively clear sailing, all things considered.
Were those storms you, or was that...
Oh no, not at all. As far as I'm aware, neither myself nor Phelan are involved in it, so that means it was conjured by some sort of powerful magic. given that the lady here was thus indisposed until very recently, I highly suspect it was her unwanted protege, we'll call him, trying to take up the mantle for a bit.
Ah,
Your unwanted protege.
The
The
necromancer, I
corpse
assume.
fucker.
Oh, okay, yeah. So no, in my defense, I've only ever heard him referred to as corpse fucker. So, yeah.
But yes, we should be able to keep you all from prying eyes, and as long as we move quick enough, I should be able to get you a round trip in about a week or so. Or at least to all the points within a week or so. Given what Nara has told me about this wonderful tower of yours, we won't have to make a return trip by sea, which is, as much as I love all of your company, preferable. I like to
Wow.
stay as far away from all this as possible. It tends to bring firestorms down on my ship.
But you're on the water. Why would that be a problem?
No, we've only so.
Boats can still burn on the water.
They're made of
That
wood.
they can.
But they're on water.
They're made of wood.
They're made of wood.
Yeah,
Hey.
but
Well,
like,
when the top of your ship is on fire, we can't exactly turn the ship over into the water to put it out, dear.
That'd be a really cool trick, though.
but the water is right there. You could just grab it to stop the fire.
can you lift water up a couple 100 feet? I know you're
Let's
fast.
hope we never have to see a practical example of how dangerous a ship fire can be. Sails are a lot more flammable than you might think.
They're just bolts of cloth.
Yes. In
And
theory,
you
you can put out a ship fire, but depending on how quickly it spreads, can be quite a problem very quickly.
Oh, well,
Especially when gunpowder is involved.
Mm.
oh, right. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Boom.
Sorry. Bad call on my part.
Oh, no problem at all, dear. You all weren't exactly the most experienced sea hands. I don't expect you all to know the intricacies.
I don't know what you're talking about. Meek and I were fucking great, right?
yeah, best
Yes.
best week
Very-
ever.
Well, in fact, I'm asking you to lead the crew on the next voyage.
Well, thanks,
He just
man.
smiles at you.
This will be awesome. Nothing
I'm
to worry about anymore,
so-
guys.
Excited to see you two both head first in a chamber pot again.
I'm hoping to avoid that this time around. Thank you very much.
I have very limited hope.
Granted, this time, as I said, we should not be experiencing rough seas, so it should be quite a bit easier on those that are more land inclined.
I was fine.
That you were. Though, slight request. Would you mind turning back the charm about 5 to 10%? It's been insufferable how much they've been asking for musical accompaniment at every port.
Tomas is just squinting really hard at Reese right now.
Oh, but it livens up their spirits so much.
It livened up their spirits a little too much.
How about I just reward them for good behavior with a song?
A song or two is fine as long as they don't expect me to payroll an entire band onto the ship.
Not even an entire band can replace me. I hate to say it.
Yes, and that is the problem.
What can I say?
Aye, but do you have a first destination in mind? In theory, we could start with any of them.
Well, why not the closest one?
I do not have all the details on this. I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything I was kept out of the loop of.
Fail
Well, if no one objects, I have it that Lynn will be there to greet us.
Lynn, I haven't seen her in so long. How's she doing?
Good. She's my one-way pen pal.
Not that I disagree with you, Reeves, but just to be contrarian for the fuck of it, what if we went to the furthest one first?
Um,
I don't think we
mean-
should.
I mean,
What a convincing argument, lad.
Yeah.
It makes sense to go to the one closest, but if we do, we should hurry to Clearhaven? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
it'll just be like a day. Assuming we're not stuck there forever, it should only take a day to get there, resolve the thing, and then
Start
Go.
a forest fire.
It's only about a quarter to a half day out of the way.
You're never gonna let me live that down, are you?
Oh no, definitely not.
No.
Reese, why
Fire
we
or
don't-
zombies? Pick one.
Reese, well, unless I missed something here, why do we need to rush our way up to Clearhaven? The dwarves aren't hanging out there. We know that much for the moment. I don't think, considering the last ambassador got rather violently separated.
I don't
It's
think
a
he's concerned about the dwarves.
personal reason,
Ah.
but
Oh.
my parents are headed there
That is fair. then.
Why?
for a meeting, a political one.
With?
Apparently, most of the nations.
Hmm.
Didn't I realize?
While
your
there's a
parents-
sin there,
That sounds suspicious.
That might be bad.
yeah.
That might be really bad.
So,
When
Meeting
did you
sus.
find out about this, Reese?
A few days ago.
A few days ago, and you didn't tell us?
It felt selfish.
Family's pretty important, and that's a rather big
And they're
problem
still-
up there.
No, not forget family. Like, think
They're
about how many
they're
people are there.
they're still on their way. People are still traveling there. That's why I didn't
Just,
bring it up immediately.
Martha's gonna
When's
go
the
and, like,
meeting?
I don't know. Within the next few weeks, I think.
Well,
Okay,
sounds like
I
we.
know-
Well, sounds like we have plenty of time then.
It's like I know where we're going next. That's for sure.
In theory, I'm not certain. They didn't have an exact time frame.
Well, it sounds like we'll be able to get there fairly quickly, as long as if we can resolve this colony here fairly quickly, then we can work our way up to Clearhaven.
Mm.
I just don't want to wait too long and then, reunite with their graves instead of them. You know?
It'll be fine. We'll just pop over to the colony and then we'll just sail up there. Easy
Yep.
peasy.
Yep. Yep.
Don't worry, lad. We'll get it taken care of.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah. All these sins are on the hit list. It's just a matter of which one get the order. Just a matter of which order we take them in.
Alright. Sounds like it's decided then. My crew's already getting the ship ready, so take what time you need to gather your supplies and we'll head out. It'll probably be about a day's trip from here, so we should arrive at your island fairly early in the day
Excellent.
tomorrow.
Alright.
Well, shouldn't take me too long to get everything together.
Alright. So, everybody starts gathering up their supplies, and you all head out with the good Captain Hastings to board his ship and make your way towards the Elven colony.
I'm gonna be a dick, and I'm going to change Allegro into a seagull.
Wow.
He's gonna fucking kill you.
So
still
you
treat him
do
right.
that? He
Uh-huh.
nips your finger.
It's just for the ship ride. Calm down.
He makes the loud seagull scream.
I could have changed you into a monkey, and I didn't.
The bird's just staring at you.
I give the bird a treat.
He takes the treat and then goes and hides in the fucking pocket nest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
thought I was mean to that bird.
Quack.
It's a familiar.
Mine.
All right. So let's take a quick 5 minutes to stretch your legs, get something to drink and to eat, and then we will make our way to the island.
Dessert
boy.
time.
Alright, I'll be there. Get
I want dessert.
Oh yeah. So one of my roommates, she's a baker. Um,
Did you
So
get more?
she apparently had a couple of mixed berry cheesecakes left over, and her boyfriend doesn't like them, and she had already ate several of them. So she just gave me 2 of them. And I'm like, yes. I had one yesterday for dessert, and now I'm having one tonight for dessert.
Sam,
Yeah.
do you cats ever do that thing where you approach and they don't know what to do, so they just start like bobbing back and forth and up and down?
Hello?
So I approached
Sorry,
Leo
you cut out for me.
Oh, sorry. I approached Leo and he did that thing where he like made a confused noise and just started like bobbing back and forth and up and down because he didn't know how to react.
Yeah. That's mostly Charles who does that.
Baby. Broken
I don't have you know
baby.
Charles is the stupid one.
You hear that, Leo? There's somebody else as stupid as you.
Mm.
Stop eating my cords. That's full of electricity. I promise you won't like how that tastes. Baby.
I'm trying to go downstairs, and Ringo keeps taking the steps one step at a time and standing in front of me in the way. No, baby. Hi, Leo.
Soft baby.
You're so loud. Squish, 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 squish. Oh yeah, and Vid, I was totally right. He definitely woke me up at 2 a.m. screaming.
What a dick.
He knocked a chess piece over and screamed for attention.
Did you eat him?
I slapped the bed like my hand was fucking Thor's hammer, and that shut him up. Because I don't want to scream at 2 in the morning. You've been
You need a spritz
15.
bottle next to your bed.
He should be better now that his food dispenser is working again. It had cycled out of food and it takes a few cycles to get back into order. And apparently it feeds him slightly more than the normal scoops do. So he was cranky.
Sorry.
Alright, let's get this back on. I really want it to be normal when normal fall again and not 80 fucking degrees.
You got 80 today?
Wow.
It's like, it was like 70-ish outside, but my apartment heats up super fast.
We didn't reach above 54 today.
Oh,
That
that
would
sounds
have been
great.
perfect.
I think we're in the 60s here, almost 70.
I just want to stop turning my AC back on.
It would have been great, but I worked technically outside.
Yeah, fair.
At least for 2 more weeks.
And then no more.
Yep.
Oh, God. Feels good to not be on any more psycho projects. And this is finally my vacation weekend.
Hooray.
Fuck yeah.
You get a long 4-day weekend.
Did you have today off?
No, but it was a slow week.
Okay. So is it
Like I'm
Monday?
only on like one actual project and everything else is super light at the moment.
Oh.
So it
Is
was
it
a
Mo-
catch-up week.
Monday and
Monday,
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Okay.
Figured to take a 4-day weekend. Finish painting some models, play some video games, finish the last of my Gatherer relics, cry. You know, normal vacation.
Hell yeah.
Oh, now you're full of the zoomies, huh? Oh. Oh, your head buddy. Alright, anybody else need a minute or two?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm going to keep.
I'm also
Don't
good.
slap! Don't slap!
I am not good yet.
You're so mean. Why are you mean? Why'd you play bite me? I will beat you, cat. Get out of here. Lay down.
I like this post I just saw.
You play
If
nice.
If Trump dies of corona, everything goes back in time to March like we beat Jumanji.
Lay down. Lay down.
March, try 2016.
Lay down.
That'd be nice. Get 4 years of my life back.
I don't want to go all the way back to March. That was before I started my new position.
Shit, that was before I quit grad school.
That was before I got through all my shit projects.
This March?
Oh, this March. I thought you meant all the way back to. Stephanie
Boy.
said 4 years back.
Yeah.
No. Just this March.
Leo, if you bite my arm while I'm trying to play video games, so help me God.
What are you gonna do, Matt? What are you gonna do to Leo if he
I'm
bites your
gonna
arm?
spike him into the earth like the football he is.
No, you're not.
Ow, you're mean. You're so mean. Why did you feel the need to do that, you asshole?
Are you being bullied by your cat?
He like stretched out to go. I was like, oh, is he giving me a headbutt? Is he done? He stretched over and then just bit my arm and went back.
What a dick.
What a dick.
He's full of hunter zoomies.
It's like I need to chew on something. Your arm looks fine.
The desire to murder is growing within his soul.
Let's see.
Cats really are just are just assassin DPS
Absolutely.
masquerading as support.
Dude, I mean, house cats have like the best fucking KDR in the game with the way they just kind of go out and snipe rabbits and then come back inside.
Coming for you. Get him. Get him. Leo. Get it. Go get it. Yeah. Go kill it.
Okay, I'm good now.
Okay. Leo's murdering my hair tie, so I should be safe, hopefully.
For now.
If I scream, it's because he fucking sprinted by and bit my ankles at 20 miles an hour.
How dare you ignore him?
Are you done being mean? Okay. So, as I said, you guys hop on the ship with Captain Hastings once you have gathered up all your supplies, and you start making your way towards the Elven colonies. Once you can no longer see the port behind you, you hear one of the deckhands call out for a rogue wave on the right, at which point all of the crew brace on the deck, and you are advised either to brace yourselves or to hunker below deck.
I'm gonna brace myself just like I did the previous voyage.
Yep.
Lana's
Yeah.
gonna
Reese has
brace
got his sea
herself.
legs. He earned them.
Alright. Anybody that stays above deck and braces, you see as the wave crashes over the side of the ship, and as the water recedes back and you gasp for breath, when you look up, you are now on a completely different, perfectly calm sea, and there is no land as far as the eye can see.
Oh, what in the world?
What just happened?
I'm a sea rat.
Yes, you are, Reeves.
Ah.
We're taking a little trip to somewhere a bit safer to travel.
Ah, God things.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty used to that by now.
Among the many reasons why you did not just charter a boat, this is one of them. It's much harder to find when you cannot be seen.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Not at all. No problem at all. We all have a stake in this to an extent. Might as well do my part. So, unless anybody has anything specific they want to do while aboard the ship, you guys will sail on to the island.
Reese is totally drinking.
Oh yeah. The sailors maintain a low level of sorry, Leo was freaking out. They maintain a low level of constant alcoholism. You know, that working class drunk.
Yeah.
The kind that keeps you motivated.
Yep.
And you are more than happy to join them in that.
Oh yeah.
Once she's figured out she's not gonna throw up, I'll probably join as well.
Yep.
And Reese will sing familiar happy sea shanties like he did last time with them. It's gonna be a party.
Hell yeah.
Reese missed the boat.
Alright. Yep.
What you doing?
So, you guys have a good time. And after a couple hours, it starts to get dark, and you can see the night sky sprawl out above you. No stars here, oddly enough.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the wrong place. This one does have stars, because it is not the place I was thinking of. So, a beautiful sky of stars above, lighting the path forward. No moon, though.
No moon.
Sans Luna.
Sans. So, as it starts to get later into the night, the captain says that they should be good for here and advises you guys to get a good night's rest so you guys can deal with whatever is on that island of yours before. So hopefully it doesn't take too long for you guys to get through it.
Reese will stay up a little bit, just sit on the deck, look at the stars, and play a little bit.
Mhm.
For himself, not as an accompaniment.
Yep.
He took the
Ilana.
warning to heart.
Oh, what's going on, Reeps?
You had a dream before we went and tackled your sin, right?
I did, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to bed then.
Let me know what you see. I mean, after the talk with Tomas, you probably know what to expect, but,
Well, who knows? Well, who knows? This might not even be mine.
I didn't get a dream.
Oh, Tomas didn't get a dream?
Did I, Matt?
Yes, you did.
I didn't get a dream.
That was the
What
dream
shit.
where you were sitting around the fire, and when you saw the very injured thread spinner.
I'm sticking to what I just said.
Yeah, Tomas is a bitch, but
Well, I had a dream, and if anyone gets a dream at any point in the next couple of days that feels kind of weird, if you have any questions, just let me know.
Well, if it's any like any other ones I had, it's gonna be real trippy once I put the details together after I wake up. Because let me tell you, that Reeves and that's what cracks is not a happy camper.
Huh.
That's moods.
How about
Uh,
that?
Also, another reason why I wouldn't want Cedar investigating this if this is mine, because that Reeves still hates its guts.
Is this when I say that might be an ill omen?
Well, you see, in the dream, Cedar's actually a slave trader, not just the not just the misguided person who was just trying to save everyone by kidnapping them.
I wonder if that Reeves had all the information.
Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep.
Tomas quietly to himself, I wonder if this Reeves has all the information.
Oh, I sure wish I did.
Oh shit, yeah, he can hear things.
yeah, people do have ears.
I wish I knew
Alright.
more about the other Lana, now that I think about it that way.
So, people slowly peter down throughout the day, and eventually, everybody heads to bed. Reeves,
Hi.
hi. So, you find yourself on a rowboat opposite Cracks. As you see the ship that brought you towards Fey Edel sailing off into the distance as you two row to shore under the morning sun. Your vision feels blurry for a second and your head aches terribly, Reebs, sorry. And your vision starts to fade for a second before that sensation fades away and you realize there's an odd glow over the scene. Everything is bathed in a warm light, streaked colors of crimson and red. And as you look up to the sky, you realize the sun is burning a brilliant, bright red.
Is that unusual?
That is unusual. From dream context, you know that that happened when you woke up this morning. You and Krax talked about it briefly, and while it wasn't the best of omens, you guys had finally managed to track down the whereabouts of where Cedar had finally disappeared to with all those men and women. They had somehow gathered enough resources to ship the caravan off the main coast and on to the then abandoned colony of Fail Edhill.
I should have figured he was just gonna carve out his own his own little domain like this.
Yeah, but whatever he's planning out here, he won't be getting away with it for much longer. There's gonna be nowhere to run when we get there. One way or another, we'll end this.
That we will, brother. That we will.
Your head starts to ache terribly again, and as you catch your head in your hands, Krax calls out, "Rest yourself for a moment. I can carry the rest of the journey from here.
No, I
Need
can.
you in top condition."
Fine.
And for a second, it feels almost like the world gives out around you. And you're not sure if physically you're falling or some combination of exhaustion and confusion has overtaken you. Everything feels blurred and distant as scenes rush before your eyes, your brain physically unable to comprehend them. But a few images stick out before you. You see the colony of Phi Edel abandoned, and after a bit of detective work, you find an abandoned mine shaft in the back of the village. Within you find a once bustling city led to ruin, to fester, the smell of rot and death in the air. You find the remnants of half-eaten corpses strewn about. Eventually, though you can't make out most of their faces, it flickers between a few scenes of you freeing slaves. The few remnants of those brought here. You unbind them and tell them to make it to shore, that you have a ship that will be coming to meet you on the following morning, and that they will help get them any passage out that they need. And something strikes you, Reeves. Amongst the last faces that you see flash before you, one looks extremely familiar to you. You see Lynn's face amongst the crowd. You don't have much time to process that before it flashes to you standing in a room with a gangly, misshapen cedar standing over several desiccated corpses as he turns to look at you. And you can see blood and viscera dripping from his mouth, his body half bloated by whatever vile rituals he's been taking part in. And as he turns to face you, you see the faces of the rest of his inner circle stretched across his flesh, their eyes all staring to look out at you. And that's the last thing you remember before you're struck, waken from your slumber.
Reeves's eyes just sort of crack open, and
Your head feels like you just got an axe to the skull.
oof, that does not help him at all.
No.
So like he's just reeling from that, and he's just very sick to his stomach all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
I think he tries to make it to whatever chamber pot's in the room, but I don't think he makes it.
That is fair, my dude.
What time of night would Reeves have woken up?
I'd say probably 4 or 5 in the morning.
Okay.
Where
He'll
are
probably.
I was gonna say, what are the chances those are Tomas's sleeping hours?
Roll me a d4.
Hold on, I need to find one. There's one. 4.
Oddly enough, that is your sleeping hours.
Sweet.
But I think Reeves will just kind of stumble out of his cabin, just head splitting, just absolutely queasy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going back to bed.
Are you staying on the deck for the time being?
I think that's what he'll do.
After a bit, the morning crew is tending to the ship for the time being, and seeing you up and none of your other companions around, Captain Hastings will approach after a moment and stare off at the sea next to you. Rough night, lad.
Very, very rough.
Need anything to help calm your stomach?
Anything you got? Anything you got will probably do. How much do you know about what's actually going on here?
Not much. I didn't tend to this area of the sea for very long, and as for the island itself, that was mostly the domain of the friend you're going to meet up with, as far as I'm aware.
I gotcha. I more meant what's going on with everything.
Oh, you meant in general.
Lana said that the sin that she fought, she said it was her. Or some version of her. He'll start to get into the details of the dream that he had, and just sort of relating. Every time he's had like a similar dream, it's been almost semi-prophetic. Like Rosny Cavern, like Rosny Cavern, for example, and I wonder if we'll find a mine shaft here. I mean, I don't expect to see cedar there like that, but if there was
Cedar was that dappered lad that was with you, all right?
yeah, and he's back at the tower. Though, what I described, if there was a case to be made for gluttony, that's certainly a shape for it.
Unfortunately, lad, I don't know terribly much about this whole ordeal. All the plans that were pitched were right fucked, so I tried to keep my hand out of it as much as I could. But considering that one of the two parties involved is now, we'll call it a breach of contract on the mortals. My hand's been a bit forced. Outside of that, I don't have terribly much information for you. If you don't play ball, they tend not to keep you too informed.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I just wanted to see if anyone. Well, I think Nara and the others probably have a better idea what's going on, but because of the whole static thing, they can't exactly divulge that information even if they wanted to.
Exactly. They already told me what they tried to get by you, and that's just about the gist of what I know. So, unless you feel like adding to that headache, I'll save you that.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Let me get you something to calm your nerves for a bit until the others are up. We still got a little ways off.
I appreciate it, Captain Hastings.
Gives you a quick tip of the hat and heads off to go grab something. And after a few minutes, returns with something light for your stomach and to help calm your head.
He'll just sort of just gently sip it. Really in no rush to really gorge himself or anything.
Yeah. So, you ponder on those thoughts for a bit and wait for the rest of your allies to wake up. And in time, they do.
He'll gather around the table and just come out and say, "Well, my dream was not great."
Why did I not get one?
Because, well, I mean, I haven't gotten one since we dealt with Envy either.
Huh.
So what was the problem with your dreams, Reebs?
Oh, there were a lot of problems with my dream. Where to
Well, go
start?
on.
And he'll recount it.
Oh, first time dreaming about cannibals?
Breeze is gonna give Lana a really weird look.
Reeves,
That's right.
Reeves will stop mid sentence and be like, okay.
What?
Is that a recurring thing for you?
No, just, Lana had to deal with some of that a bit too. The other Lana.
He'll just
I'm
blink
really-
at that.
Really glad my dreams don't deal with cannibalism.
Well, seeing your surrogate dad wear the rest of your family is not what I wanted out of my dream. I will tell you that.
Yeah, it's a little more extreme than mine, I'm gonna be real.
Disgusting.
Wait. What?
Reeves, I will note, it wasn't like he was wearing their faces as a shirt. It looked like their faces were grafted into their flesh, and all of their eyes were following you.
Oh God.
That's
Which
not
is
better.
worse.
That could be how Reeves describes it, though, because that is very difficult to say elegantly as you're full of trauma.
So, I think I've mentioned it before, but another dream I had was before, Lana, you, and Wolf and we went to Rosny Cavern. In that dream, Cracks said that's what the location was, and the next day that was what's posted on the board. So, I think we'll be looking for a mine shaft once we make landfall.
Well, there's something more to these dreams than meets the eye. Mine weren't anything like that, but... Well, if that's where you're saying we gotta go, then we just gotta look for a mine shaft.
I am. If there was a candidate for what gluttony looks like, that was. I don't want to see that in person, even though I
mean,
kind of have already.
Just think, Sloth was a weird amalgamation between myself, Silkus, and my little brother.
I kinda got off easy with Envy now that I'm thinking about it. It's just kinda me.
This is not filling me with confidence.
Oh, don't worry, Mika, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, that
Hey,
doesn't
all of us
help
gotta
the
deal with
month.
it.
But my Cedar's a little. Well, he's back at the tower,
Well,
so
Just gotta remember that, I guess. That this is not. If it is, it's not your cedar.
yeah.
I don't even know what we're gonna find. I just hope it's not that.
I mean, if you're already braced for bad things, they don't hit as hard.
Yeah, but they still hit.
That's what alcohol's for.
No, that is bad coping.
As I said, that's what alcohol's for.
No,
I
I just recovered from a scrap problem. I don't need to develop another addiction to something.
Eh.
that's what the mushrooms are for.
No, Tomas. I told you.
Mushrooms?
Alcohol is bad, so I do drugs.
Tomas, I took that on your advice once when we were traveling. It was a very bad trip.
Oh shit, I forgot about that, dude.
Oh my goodness, that was. Mm-mm. But yeah, I'm.
Well, there is a big important difference between the Reeves in your dreams and you.
Uh, I'm
Um,
not.
we're-
I'm not really sure about that. He.
Lana, I know what it is.
go,
Huh?
go on, Tomas.
That's us.
It's us. That's right.
Wow, that was really sappy even for you.
Oh, come
I mean,
on.
especially for you.
So
No, this-
Reeves, you might be okay.
I mean, that all that Reeves had was cracks, and don't get me wrong, that crack
The
seemed pretty
angry goblin?
Yes, I mean he seemed pretty reliable, but not exactly.
Listen, as far as I know, the other Lana was alone, so the fact that I had you guys pretty much changed everything, so the fact that we're all together is important to me. That's all I'm trying to say.
I will say other me had Silkus and a god, but like, I understand your meaning, Lana.
Yeah,
Two gods.
Oh shit,
I
yeah,
mean-
right too.
yeah. I mean, all that Reeves had. All that Reeves had was just another sounding board for his anger.
I can do that if you want.
I don't think that's what I need.
I got really good at it, I think.
Maybe later, Tomas. Maybe after.
It is more productive. It's like talking to a wall.
I mean, I'm not really angry. I mean, I was when I thought Cedar had betrayed everything he stood for, but he didn't.
There's a pretty solid chance that you might be pretty upset after we're done with Gluttony.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. Because that dream was pretty upsetting on its own. He looks out.
Yeah.
He looks outside and just says, "Well, so much for the potential that it wasn't actually mine. Guess better now than later."
Mm-hmm.
And thus did God strike Reeves in the kneecap with his baseball bat, saying, "Nah, bitch, you can't run from this."
Lana,
What's up, Tomas?
the more I think about it, I think I might have had a dream that night.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Sam, I hate you.
Well, thanks for letting us know after Reed's already had his dream, I guess.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, better late than never. That's what they say.
Alright. Any more discussion about the dream?
I think Reeves is good. He's still looking pretty shaken by it, but talking with his friends put him in a little bit of higher spirits.
Alright. So, you guys rest for a bit and have a light breakfast. But eventually you hear the call from above that they have discovered land, and they make preparations for you guys to take a set of rowboats to shore. They say they're going to remain off the coast and keep an eye on things from there. But just head back this way once you're ready. They'll show up again tomorrow morning to pick you guys back up.
Well, no pressure. I guess we better not be dead tomorrow.
Oh, it's fine. And from what Nara told me, if you manage to solve the problem, you'll be rewarded with a nice, comfy bed as she can teleport the tower in here overnight.
Oh, good. I love my bed.
Incentives.
Indeed. Well, sounds like you've had good luck so far, so keep up the good work. I'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Captain.
He waves you guys off to shore, has a man accompany each of you to row you out to the shore, and then take the boats back once you are all aboard the beach. As you're heading out, they tell you that from what they were told of the island based on the King's men's reports, it looks like there's only one main road between this dock that they're going to be landing you at and the colony, as that was the only fully developed outpost on the island at the time being. It's about a 2 hours walk from here to the city itself. There's a couple smaller camps between here and there that you may use to rest if they haven't been overgrown, but otherwise it should be fairly straightforward.
How familiar is everything?
You have that feeling in the back of your mind like you've been here before, but you can't remember when. Also, I should note, Reeves, did you mention the Red Sun?
He would have, because
Nobody else heard that. All they heard was static.
Oh. There was probably a point where he was trying to talk and then someone stopped him, and he kept trying to clarify, and people weren't getting it.
Yep. Okay. Also, when you mentioned Lynn being in the crowd that you rescued, they also hear static then.
Interesting.
But other than that, the story was able to be told across. So, is there anything you would like to do before you begin your trek deeper into the forest?
Do you guys want me to spend a spell slot to cast telepathic bond? This place is supposed to be abandoned, right?
I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is a greater sin, and Lynn, yeah.
I don't see us needing to keep anything from Lynn.
All
right. You want to send up your bird to scout ahead for us?
Oh, sure. Reese will tempt his bird out.
You mean his
He transformed him. No, he transformed him back right before they departed for land.
Yeah. He gives you a stink eye, but eventually, if you ask him, he will go scout for you.
Reese is like, I'm in trouble. Yeah, Reese will go ahead and scout using the
Level
thing where
plus
he could
charisma modifier.
level plus charisma. Is that for?
Perception.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look through my bird. So I'm gonna go distant-eyed on you guys.
Yep.
So, sorry, charisma plus what?
Level.
So his is just one less than mine. Yeah. Oh.
Hell yeah.
My bird gets nat 20s. I don't.
Hell yeah, dude. So, your bird scouts ahead for a bit before returning. It looks like the path ahead is clear.
Reese will relay that.
All
He's
right.
like, looks abandoned to me.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Yep. So at least the first quarter of the travel is clear as far as you are aware. So you guys push onward. Is there anything you would like to do as you're moving through the jungles?
Reeves would have mentioned. Did Reeves mention looking at mine shafts or looking for a mine shaft to the group?
Yes. It would have been like in the town, yeah, or like around the town. Oh. No, like the location of the mine shaft.
Yeah.
It was in the back of the town.
Ah,
I
okay.
will ping it when we get to the town map.
Gotcha. I was gonna have Mika keep an eye out for like geography, but if you know where it is, then never mind.
While they travel, Tomas is gonna make a point of trying to like if not memorize the path they came from, at least remember like the direction
All right.
so that they don't get lost.
Give me a survival check.
Okay, Ringo. Ringo, you gotta help Mama. Come on. Oh, you're sleeping, you little shit.
Reese quietly is gonna be like, "Wow, Wolf's really quiet today."
Wolf's always pretty quiet when he's not murdering things.
Wolf looks contemplative.
35.
All right. Yeah, you're able to remember the path as far as you are aware. All right. So anything other than that, or just pushing on until you reach the city?
No, just gonna push on.
Okie dokie.
Yep, Mika's keeping an eye out for. It's supposed to be abandoned, but still gonna keep a bit of an eye out.
So, as you guys move along, eventually you come across something interesting. Can you guys arrange yourself in marching order?
Where? Ah, here we go.
Goes in the back. I'd probably be more in the middle, actually.
We get jumped from the rear as often as anything else, so.
Let me know when your order looks good.
I can't actually. I think the.
You have
I
to
think
move
part
out
of
to
the map-
80%.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, Roll20 clips maps weird at full zoom.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Alright. Let me know when you guys are all good.
Yep. In spot and shield up.
I'm just gonna keep an eagle eye behind us.
I think Lana would actually be kind of like back here a little bit.
Alright, so just off to the sides a little.
Yeah, I think Lana's starting to kind of like be a little bit of a distance away, just so she can kind of reply to things a little more fluidly.
So Lana, you're moving a little bit off the road, just to keep an eye on things. Given your movement, it's not too much of an issue to get back to the group if a problem shows up. So
Exactly. She
I
wants to
haven't had
kind of
any
hang
issues
back
with
and
that.
give a little bit of Overwatch.
So let's swap the music a little bit.
By the way, Matt, I updated Lana's spell list for this event.
Perfect. So,
Oh,
I can't hear anything. Oh, there we go.
takes a little bit to build up.
I
So,
don't like this.
as you guys are moving forward, everybody roll me perception checks.
Can do.
Okay.
Brace yourself for Nat 1.
34, not bad.
34.
What level are we supposed to be right now?
Do my
What?
math.
We're level 9, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sam.
We kept talking about level 10 stuff earlier. I was like, wait a second.
Oh dear. Now I can hear it.
I don't like this.
This is 29.
Suffer.
Alright. Mika, Reeves, and Lana. As you are moving along the path, up ahead, you can faintly hear the sound of metal clinking off wooden planks, moving closer to you.
Here's something. Here's something.
Hey.
Lana's gonna cast message and send that to the front low, so Mika and Wolf.
Yeah. Mika's gonna kind of raise her shield before moving, like cautiously, kind of motioning to the others.
Yeah, I hear it. Reeves is gonna load a fresh clip into his crossbow.
Alright. Normal or cold iron blanched?
I'm gonna go with normal for now.
Alright. So, as the sound gets closer, eventually you make out the source of the noise as it comes into your view.
and I will send you the full picture of that.
Fuck?
That looks like a freaking Disney character.
Looks like something out of Cuphead, which I don't like any better.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Oh dear, dear.
Oh. Oh.
So, they seem to be almost skipping along the path in your direction, looking around to idly before their eyes turn towards their group. And after they look you over with a blank expression for a moment, their face lights up in a smile similar to the one in that portrait, as their head cocks to the side slightly, and their hand gestures out in your direction, Reeves. I found you.
Yeah, looks like you did.
God, I'm tired of clowns and spooky jesters.
I pass.
It's been a bit, best buddy. Weird that I think I'd run into you out here again.
And you are? Sorry, you kind of have the advantage over me.
When you say that, you see their face twitch for a second and snap to a dull expression before they go back and laugh at that and they're like, "Oh, Reeves, you're so silly. You wouldn't forget your best friend, would you?"
Do I recognize this person?
Their face seems vaguely familiar to you, but a name does not come to mind.
It's not Lynn, is it?
No, completely different facial structure
Okay.
and voice.
I'm just gonna do like a quick read on them, just to get their disposition. Just 20.
It's hard to get a tell on them. Their expressions are erratic.
Reeves mumbles to say, "Alright, I'll bite." Ah, yes, of course I remember you.
What is your deception modifier, Reeves?
14.
Alright. Their face lights up at that, and they laugh. Oh, you had me scared for a second there. I knew you wouldn't forget me, buddy.
I never. We go way back.
Yeah, long way back. Nobody else hears the long way back part except for Reeves. It's all static.
That's weird.
Does anyone tell Reeves that?
I'm not saying shit right now.
Why are
Did
they
anyone
talking
look-
static too?
Yeah,
anyone
what's
look
with
at
the
that
static? No.
I've been trying to find you for quite a bit, friend. It's been surprisingly hard to track you down, but here you are. Out of all the places we could have bet, who thought it would be here?
Yeah. Weird how things seem to work out. Sorry I've been away for a while.
No problem at all. The only thing that matters is that you're back now. So what are you doing out here anyway?
Could ask the same ask the same thing about you. Me and these other mercenary folk are just looking out or just decided to just pop over and see what's up over here.
Oh. Companions or friends?
Acquaintances.
Good, they seem competent enough. But you know me, I've just been trying to track down my two friends. It's been a bit hard to find them, but after a while I found you, and I assume you know where Lynn is too. It's been a while since the three of us have been together.
Reach just gives the clown costume goblin he tries to keep his poker face up, but it's just like Not sure where Lynn is, actually. But, hey, you found me already. Maybe we'll find her together.
You know what? That sounds like a great plan. That's something I can get behind. And if anything tries to cause you problems, I'll protect you this time for a change. How about that?
You don't have to think that you owe me or anything. What else are friends for?
She smiles and blinks at that for a moment, and then nods and says, well, since I already got half of what I wanted here done, and you still have a bit to go, why don't you lead the way and I'll follow?
Um... we're in no particular rush, but we're just headed that way. Sure, if you're feeling a little shy and don't want to mingle with the rest of us.
Oh, don't worry, we'll have plenty of time to talk along the way. We can make friends of everybody yet.
Sounds good, old friend. Sounds good.
So, it seems like you guys have picked up a new temporary companion.
No, thank you.
Side eyes. Heavy side eye.
We
Reeves
get
is,
ganked.
Reeves is just like it just gives that look of I have no idea.
So, they idly chatter with you guys for a bit. They seem to be outwardly friendly, mainly towards Reeves, but they are at the very least cordial with the rest of you. And they have an almost dance-like step as they follow along behind you guys. The two heavy chains trailing from the iron clasps around their wrists jingle along merrily behind them.
Do I recognize? Does he recognize those?
You know that chains are a common thematic among followers of Leard, which goblins are quite often followers of, so
Okay.
they could be a follower.
Do they ever give a name?
They do not.
Even if like pressed by one of us.
They kind of, if one of you ask, they like, oh, don't worry. I'm sure if we run into Lynn, Reeves can introduce all of us.
I would like to hear it from you though. It's just it seems more sincere that way.
She has a sharp grin and her eyes snap to meet yours. And she says, I appreciate it, friend, but it's always more fun to have friends give introductions.
Yeah, she's right. Don't worry, Alana. Once we meet up with Lynn, I'll introduce a lot of it. I'll introduce everyone.
Okay.
See, that's the Reeves I know. Always a friendly lot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
Wow, I got off really lucky with envy. Holy cow.
Lana, is it weird that I'm feeling lucky getting off with my brother amalgamation?
I know.
Oh god.
This makes me
Everyone is worse than the
terrified.
last.
Oh no.
So are you guys pressing onward to the gate with your new friend?
I guess we are.
Yeah. Follow
Alright,
Reeves'
cool.
lead.
Yeah, Tomas is gonna stay way far in the back. Like, way far.
Reese will stay with
back.
him.
Yeah.
So,
Reeves hasn't pulled skeleton key out of himself to serve as a bayonet just yet.
alright. And here is... So, after traveling for a bit with your new companion, eventually you start seeing the gate in the distance. For note, this is a wooden gate on a palisade, not a stone gate. This is the only map I could find for the layout I was looking for. We will flip it so that the proper tanks are on the front. Otherwise, feel free to rearrange yourselves.
I think Lana would kind of be hanging out kind of back here-ish. Or are we looking at the gate?
You're looking at the
Yeah.
gate.
Oh, okay.
Gate's over.
To the right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, Lana would be kind of in the back then.
So, as you guys are traveling towards the gate, you don't hear any sounds coming from within the outpost itself. It looks like, true to the report you were given, Fayetl has been abandoned. After you get a bit closer to the gate, eventually you see a slight movement from within the shadow, and after a moment, the familiar face of Lynn pops out to greet you. She goes to wave and smile, and then you see her eyes fall upon the seventh companion, who just waves excitedly and happily in her direction with a chain dangling behind her, and you see Lynn's face freeze.
Lana is gonna cast message on Lynn and say, Lynn, who is this? Any information you can give me before? This is weird.
Is message internal, or do you have to whisper it?
I think Lana has to whisper it. I can check real quick for you. You mouth words quietly, but
Lynn goes to say something in return, and before she can say anything, your new companion speaks up and draws her attention. Hiya, best buddy. Look who I ran into. It's been a bit since we were all back together again, hasn't it? It's gonna be so great. So, Reeves, now that we're all here, why didn't you introduce us?
Yeah, of course. Hey, Lynn, you remember?
Lynn goes to talk, and the clown snaps her glare at Lynn and says, "Don't you say it." So, Reeves, friend, why don't you introduce me? What's my name, Reeves?
Can Reese cast sending to Lynn?
So, you can try.
Okay, because I think sending doesn't require speech.
I need a stealth check.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured. Let me just double check that I don't have to speak to cast sending real quick before I do that.
Is there any roll I can make?
Nope, you just have to guess.
Wish I had.
It's a
notes for
mental
this.
message. Okay,
Does it have
stealth.
verbal or somatic components?
It does.
So are you going to attempt it?
That question always makes me sweat super bad. Guys?
I don't know.
If you were behind somebody, I'd be like, fucking do it. But I'm behind you, so.
I'm looking for notes and I got nothing.
I'm gonna try it. Cause we're already in the shit already.
Roll me a stealth check.
I'm gonna hero point that. Probably gonna regret that later. 30.
So, you shift and start trying to cast the gesture subtly. And as you shift your focus to Lynn, you feel eyes burning into the side of you, saying, "I said, Reeves, tell me."
oh,
So what is it, old buddy, old pal? Something got your tongue?
Just a little bit. You're making everyone a little uneasy.
Why should we be uneasy, Reeves? I thought we were all friends here.
Of course we are, buddy.
Reeves just gonna casually move over here.
Reeves is just gonna
Gives Reeves a look.
Reeves is just gonna side eye at Lynn and kind of flex his the fingers on his crossbow arm.
Roll me a stealth check. So, you see their face twitch at the gesture and go, I knew it. It's been a bit, Reeves.
Been too long, apparently.
Yes, a bit too long exactly. What
Then
piece
what?
did you get, Reeves? That's the only way you'd be here, unless you're a fake.
What?
I
What?
asked you, what piece did you get?
Did we hear that? Did the rest of us hear that?
No.
Static.
Yes. There's only one way the real Reeves would still be here. What piece did you get?
The pieces with cracks.
You see their face contort into rage at that. Knew it. You're a fake and a liar. I knew it. Why'd you pick that face? You're not Reeves.
Been Reeves as long as I can remember.
You know, that hurts when you lie to people, Reeves. Or whoever you are.
Well, it's weird when you don't give people your name.
You want to know exactly how much it hurts, Reeves? And you see them reach up to their chest and start digging their fingers in and scratching. And you feel the pain rake across your own chest, Reeves. Lynn immediately starts jumping up into action and tells you guys to run for it. I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Oh no.
Run.
Initiative. Fuck.
Oh shit.
22.
That's the proper Reese roll.
Reese is scared. You don't like it.
And I rolled a nat 20 and you still beat me.
I have plus 20 to my initiative.
Okay. Oh shit! I forgot about that, but that's
Yeah,
actually a
did you
30.
do your
It's
plus
actually
2?
it's actually a 40. Yeah,
That's what, yeah.
I always forget that.
Wolf gets a 21. Wolf wasn't prepared either. He was still contemplative. All right.
What?
Fuck what?
Oh.
What? Wait.
Lynn's fucking 60 though.
The creepy fucking
Oh.
shit clown is 64.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, we're playing big boy games now.
You're all liars and fakes too, aren't you? I'll break each and every one of you.
Definitely a liar. Don't think I'm a fake.
What he said?
I don't know if we would have heard that. Sam.
Oh, would we have?
No, you've been. The only thing you didn't hear,
Yeah.
was her repeatedly asking, "What piece did you get?"
Okay, so we heard the liars and fakes thing.
Yes. You heard
Wait.
the clown falling the fuck apart.
Wait, what does she mean by fakes?
I mean, technically, I don't look like who I actually am.
What? That doesn't count. Right now, I
It
don't
kind of counts.
think- No.
Has something for another day.
All right. So, they're going to spend 2 actions to whip their chains into the earth, and they burrow into the ground. And then they're going to spend an action looking at all of you and say, I hope you understand. This is what you put everybody through when you do this. And they just start tearing into their own flesh with teeth and claw. I need everybody to make me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh,
Okay.
that's unfortunate.
My
Okay,
armor.
I'll take this. Fine.
So I'll take a 33, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
23.
Where is my other dice? There they are. Alright. Anybody that rolled under a 27,
Oh boy.
you take 15 slashing damage as you see the wounds across they're inflicting on themselves and mimic themselves on your flesh. Anybody else that rolled above a 27 and doesn't have auto crit takes half of that for 8 damage. And if you have the critical succeed on fort saves for normal saves, then you take 0 damage.
So you said 8 if we succeeded?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
You crit succeed because you are a fighter and they have they have fort evasion.
Yeah.
Oh. Forgot. Okay.
Yep. Fighters treat normal fort saves as critical saves, I believe.
Gotcha. Yeah, I found the note for that. I forgot about it.
Yes, Juggernaut. Alright. So with that, Lynn is going to take a step forward and blink and start clashing with that person, aiming their strikes specifically at the chains and not their body, as they tell you all to keep running.
What direction are we running? Are we running back? Are we running in?
Get deeper into the city, I'll meet you guys where we need to go.
Cool.
It's in the very back, isn't it?
And you see the clown meet your eyes, Reeves, and smile. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you there. Alright, Mika, you're up.
Alrighty. Let's see here. What did Lynn just do? I think I missed that.
Fight.
Well,
Lynn fighting.
Yeah.
yeah, Lynn jumped forward to try to deal with them, at least hold them off for a little bit while you guys run. So, since it's all 6 of your actions, are any of you not going to run into the city?
Nope. Reese is
Nope.
booking it.
I was gonna boulder roller, but if everyone else is running,
I mean,
I mean, if
Lynn
they can
told us to
roll,
do that.
I mean, if they can roll like a 64 on initiative.
yeah.
Not to
Lynn-
meta it or anything.
I guess if Lynn said run, I guess I'll run. Everyone
yep,
else
yep.
is.
Yeah, Lana will kind of hold up or bring up the rear just to kind of make sure everyone else gets away.
Yeah.
But will otherwise just kind of,
What?
action dog.
Does Lana not think her party members are good at running away?
Yeah.
Weird, why would she think that?
Gosh,
It's almost
Lana.
like they failed. It's almost like they've failed to run away multiple times.
Sweats.
Where'd Tomas's token go? Rip.
It's
Yeah,
there.
He left.
Oh, it's there for you?
Yeah,
I don't see it.
it's right
Oh, there it
here.
is.
Oh, there it is.
He looks like a tree.
I was
Listen.
zoomed in slightly and it cropped that part of the map out for me.
He also looks like a tree.
Alright, so Reeves, the caves you remember are back here.
All right, Lynn. I'll see you. I'll see you at the summit. I'll see you. I'll see you at the tavern.
All right. Is that another deception check?
Yes.
All right. So you guys start running. Let's drop them at a turn order for a bit. So let's play a fun game called
I like
Moving
fun
Through
games.
Town. So you made the clown mad.
Looks like it.
Not sure there was a way to not make the clown mad.
If I guessed,
Not
if I,
really.
if I guessed correctly, which I very doubt I could have.
There was like a 1 in a billion chance.
Her name is Jessica.
No.
Bobby Joel.
No.
That
Her
bitch
name is
really-
Reebzette.
Her girl.
Her name was Lynn, duh.
Klaatu Verata.
Alright, so you guys start hauling ass to the city, and you start to realize that maybe those chains they put in the ground were a problem. Because as you guys start running, the chains start bursting up out of the ground and multiplying to attack you.
Oh God.
So, first phase. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so that is that. Okay. Alright, so it's going to make an attack against a few of you. We are going to start. First one is against Reeves.
What? Really?
Big surprise.
Why would they
Yeah.
want to attack me?
So these are mostly to confirm that they are not crits. Does
Okay.
a 30 hit?
Not a crit.
Okay. Second one will be. Where's my magical D6? The D6 will solve this problem for me. Lana.
Oh, me.
How does a. Does a 35 crit?
No.
Good to know. And for our last wonderful friend. Reese does a 29 crit.
No.
So,
Oh, I wish I got that 29.
yeah. So, as you guys are running, chains burst from the ground. Mika, Tomas, and Wolf are able to avoid getting struck this round, but chains hop out and latch onto Lana, Reeves, and Reese, violently pulling them towards the ground and almost delocating a limb in the process. Each of you is going to be grabbed and enfeebled.
Oh, fuck no.
And in the process, Reeves, you take 8 damage.
Okay.
Lana, you take 6 damage. Reese, you take 7 damage.
Okay.
You are each bound to the ground by a chain that is trying to reel you into the earth.
Fun.
Top of the turn order, Mika, 3 of your friends got grabbed. What do you want to do? I'll move you guys closer into where you are.
Say, gonna see here. Are they close enough together where I could, like, possibly swing my hammer to break a chain, or?
You could probably get to one of them and swing.
Go for Reese.
Oh, thanks, man.
Hello.
Mika, Wolf, a little help.
Yeah.
Maybe get Reese first.
Yeah, Miko go for Reese since she's next to him.
Alright. I need you. Are you trying to smash it with your hammer?
Yeah, I'll make a swing at it.
Alright. Roll me a hit.
33 to hit.
That's the hit. Roll me damage.
It's 14 damage.
Okay. So you strike the chain, and it is heavily chipped, but is still pulling onto Reese. It looks like it's barely holding itself together. You have one action left. You can swing a second time if you want, or use another action.
I will swing again.
All right, roll a hit.
That's -5. 22.
A 22 does not hit. Or rather, you strike it, but not solidly.
Right.
All right, Tomas, you're up. 3 people in chains.
Are they like? Is it wrapped around them?
It's like clasped onto their wrists or their leg and trying to pull them into the ground.
Can I try to just untangle it off of Reese?
You would have to. You could like try to force it off his hand.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to do that, I need you to make me a. I believe it's an acrobatics check to squeeze him out, or an athletics check to pull him off.
Haha. You're funny. That was a 29 for acrobatics.
Alright. So, you quickly distract Reese and tell him this trick you picked up when you used to get picked up in your youth for public intoxication and didn't feel like spending the night in jail.
Yeah.
So you quickly...
No, he's not wrong.
Tomas did a lot of drugs and alcohol in his youth, I assume,
No,
at
that
some
was
point.
that was more reset, Tomas.
So, like, just listen, just do it.
It is very uncomfortable, but with a quick, sudden motion, you manage to pop your hand free before the chain can readjust, and it snaps back into the earth.
Thanks, you two.
Alright. Reeves, you are up.
Okay, my chainbreaker training applies here, right?
Correct.
Okay, so be +2 to my escape, which I assume is an acrobatics check.
Yes, unless you want to try to pick the lock on your wristband.
That will be... He'll try to escape first.
Alright.
32?
Yep. This isn't so bad. It's a bit tougher than a normal person would be able to get out of, but with Lynn's training, you manage to dislocate your hand for a second and slide it through while it's still limp, and the chain snaps back into the earth as you pop your hand back into place.
Ah, never easy.
Alright. Lana, you are up.
Alright. Gonna look at my biggest modifier here.
Lana's just gonna try to slip free of the bonds, just by kind of being nimbly
Alright.
and yeah, using acrobatics if that's cool.
That is completely fine.
Wee. She gets a 1-item bonus too. Good thing. 33.
Alright. So, used to bending your body into weird positions for acrobatics. Just like the others, you take advantage of a moment where the cord goes slack for a second to quickly snap your hand out before it whips the chain back into the earth and pulls it out of sight. It seems like you guys have avoided any major issues for the time being.
Reeves, I think you need to make better friends.
I
yeah.
second that.
I thought I was bad.
I'm not gonna argue, but let's keep running.
Yeah, let's do that.
Follow me.
Alright. So, you guys start making your way over the bridge to the other side where the cave will be. And And as you try to pass between two of the buildings, suddenly you hear a loud clinking snap as several chains whip around the corner at high velocity. I need the party to make me reflex saving throws.
Alright, dice. Alright, dice.
Hell.
Great.
Piece of fucking hero point.
Hero
Fuck
point.
off!
25!
The damsel in distress
So-
again. Oh wait.
So Lana, you passed.
Oh hell yeah.
Reeves, you did not, unfortunately.
You said reflex save, Matt?
Yes.
God.
37.
Oh, reflex, I didn't realize. What did I?
Tomas, you completely avoid this, so you don't even take any partial damage. Lana, do you have evasion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, get right down. Come on, right
So, Reese. Oh no, Reese already rolled. Mika. Reflex save.
Reflex. I'm 30.
Alright. Alright.
down. Come here.
So, Mika. Reese, and Lana. You take half damage as you
Oh,
manage to
no.
avoid the clutching grasps of the chain, but get whipped by them in the process.
I have evasion, so it would be a
Right,
success.
you take nothing.
Okay. Yeah, what?
Tomas, what was your save?
That was 37.
Okay, Tomas, you also critically succeeded, so you're fine. Those that succeeded are only going to take 10 bludgeoning damage. Reeves and Wolf. Reeves, you juke one, but miss a second one swinging around the corner, and it catches you in the neck and just pulls your body into a wall real quick before going limp and getting ready for the next hug. Wolf tries to parry one of them with the sword, but it catches him by the wrist and just slams him into the earth.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe there's like a bunch of them that are after Reeves, and that's why.
Probably.
Yeah. He got close to dodging it, but the last one caught him off guard. Alright. So, top of the turn order. Reeves and Wolf are currently ensnared.
Do we take damage?
Yes, you took 20 damage.
Ow.
God.
Okay.
Alright. If it's me at the top again, I'll try the hammer trick again.
Alright, roll me a hit. On which one, Reeves or Wolf?
Go with Wolf.
Yeah, I'll say whichever one. He's yelled it last time, so yeah, I'll go try and smash on wolves. 32 total.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
11 damage.
Alright, it looks pretty heavily dented, but it is still functional and trying to pull Wolf away into the earth.
Alright.
You got one more swing.
Yep, one more swing. 27.
Just hits. Roll me damage.
16.
Alright, so you hammer through a second time and just barely catch it, smashing through the weak part of the chain and freeing Wolf. After a moment, eventually the chain collapses off his wrist and fades into the earth. Tomas, you are up.
Plus, you're look at Reeves like, you can get out, right? You got that.
Probably, but can you
Okay,
do
yeah.
something?
Okay, Reeves. I'm gonna need you to break your thumb.
Reeves is just sitting there as the chain's around his neck, like, what the fuck?
I don't
It's
see
around his
how.
neck? Oh shit! What do you want me to do about your neck, dude?
I don't know, Tomas, but I might need a little help here.
You just see the chain, like, pull back and smash Reeves' back into the wall again.
Ow! Can I like just? I just got my hands, Reeves. I'm gonna grab it. The chains and try to pull it up.
Roll me an athletics check.
Oh fuck!
If he rolls high enough, can it just be an aid?
Ooh, I rolled a 17.
Hell yeah.
That's a +0.
Hell yeah. Alright, so Tomas manages to buy you a little bit of slack.
Okay.
It's gonna only be a moment considering how hard these things fucking pull on you, though.
33 for my escape attempt.
Alright, so you quickly reach for, you quickly lock skeleton key into your hands and jam it into the slot and twist, popping it free as the chain whips past you and through Tomas's hand, giving him chain burn for a second before it just sucks back into the earth.
Ugh. Ugh. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Huh. You almost lost your head.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. That. Oof. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's just gonna grab Reese's hand and start running. He's like, we're leaving.
Along the way, Reeves is going to chug, his decaying potion.
Alright. Roll me 3d8 plus 10. Because you are currently in a threat scenario.
For 23 points back.
Hell yeah. Okay. So, you guys make a little bit more progress, and as you're getting towards the edge of town, you see multiple chains bursting from the ground, almost forming a wall for a bit and trying to lash out at you as you approach. It's a tree, it's essentially a forest of chains whipping around, and it looks like if you want to get through, you're going to have to push your way past. These ones do not have clasps on them, though, from what you can see.
Can Mika boulder roll through the things?
I will let you attempt that.
Unless...
Is that them making a fortitude save, or are you making an attempt against their fortitude save?
They can attempt a fortitude against my athletics to block me. Unless it critically succeeds, they'll take damage, though. So they may, even if they succeed, I won't move them, but I'll hurt them.
Alright. So you can try to do that, if you would like.
Unless someone's got a better idea. Mika's gonna set her shield and get ready to charge.
I might be able to back you up if something goes wrong.
Alright.
Alright.
So
Wait,
yeah,
So,
they
hang
will.
on.
Alright, everybody, I need you all to stay pretty close to Mika for this to work.
And she's gonna clasp a hand on Mika's shoulder and cast a circle of protection on her.
You have 1 minute, go!
Alright.
Alright. Mika, so you make contact with the chain. It buckles slightly, but comes down like it's about to whip over your shoulder. Does anybody have anything they would like to do?
Can I shield block it while I'm charging? Or like
You can redirect the shield with your reaction to try to interrupt the attack, yes.
Is it that a chain is coming at us?
Yeah, Miko tried to push it aside, but it just bent around and tried to strike her in the arm and back into you guys.
Hang on, I'm gonna look up circle of protection real quick, because...
I need to know what it does.
I can also try to just shoot it away.
So, she gets an AC bonus, and summoned creatures of the chosen alignment, and she would have chosen evil for this, cannot willingly enter the area without succeeding a will save.
So, you don't feel it trying to repel the chain.
Okay.
She does still get the AC bonus, though.
Yeah. It is +3 against effects from such creatures that directly control the target. Attacks made from summoned creatures. So are these summoned creatures at all?
In a sense, they are technically summoned.
So would she get +3 AC against them?
Is it only summoned evil creatures or just summoned creatures?
It says summoned creatures of the chosen alignment.
so yeah, summoned evil.
So they are not evil.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd like to try to do my shield block on them. Try and block them from smacking somebody.
With your shield raised, is your AC higher than a 35?
No, and unless no, if Lana's thing doesn't give me a bonus, then my AC is 29.
Alright, so I can let you take the hit yourself and prevent it from hitting your allies. You will still take damage, though.
I will do that. Did the chains roll forward against me, or are they just bending around?
They bent around.
Okay.
They weren't like solid fixtures, but you tried to like push them away, and it just used that momentum to try to strike you.
Gotcha. But yeah, I'll take the hit.
Alright. Alright, Mika, you take 14 bludgeoning damage, reduced by whatever the hardness of your shield is.
Hardness is 10.
So you and the shield each take 4 damage.
Okay.
Alright, and that gives you guys an opening to try to push through. Unless anybody has any ideas, I need reflex saving throws. If you have an idea about how to push your way through, let me know.
Do any of my snares have enough concussive force to kind of blast them?
What snares do you have?
Let's see. I have 2 striking snares, a trip snare, and a hampering snare, so probably one of my strikings would probably be my best bet.
Yes. If you want to pause your movement to try to deploy one and knock it, use it to redirect one of the chains, you can try to do that.
Let's do that.
All right. Is there a save that that I would have to make against that?
Since I'm quick deploying it, it would be... It would be... 24. 24 reflex.
Okay. So it goes to strike at one of your allies as it moves past, but the blow redirects it and causes it to go wide and swing into the earth, buying you guys a moment to get past that one in your way. You're about halfway through the field based off that. Does anybody have ideas, or are you going to make saving throws for the rest of the journey?
Could shooting the chains help deflect them?
If you shot hard enough.
Can I try to shoot hard enough?
Give it a shot.
Okay.
yeah.
Listen, I can try, right?
Yeah.
Get it? Give it a shot because you're shooting it.
Yeah.
36.
Let's see. 36 is a hit. Roll me damage.
It's 6 normal and 1 electric.
It unfortunately is not enough damage to deflect the chain.
It's actually 8 normal because I don't know how to do math.
I'm proud of you, it's still not enough damage.
Okay.
All right. So this trick worked once before. How much room would Key Blast win us if Lana were to use that, just kind of on the encroaching chains?
It would probably get you guys enough so you'd only have 1 layer left.
Okay. In that case, Lana's gonna kind of do that thing she does, where she kind of pauses briefly and then puts her hands together, and then just like this massive sheet of blue light is going to pour out of her and try to overtake the chains.
You're using force damage for this?
Yes.
Alright. So, let's see. So, a couple of them remain unaffected by that, but you do manage to knock a couple of the fringe ones out of the way, enough that you guys have a path through, and there's only a small layer left. Has anybody that not acted yet have anything they want to try?
I ain't got shit for this situation.
Can Wolf try cutting them down?
I know what Wolf is gonna do, considering he did something similar to this in the past. And Wolf is gonna say that he's gonna charge forward and that you guys need to follow through and push past him.
Reese is like, oh god damn it, not
Yeah, you got
again.
it.
Alright. Wolf tries to charge forward and chop a couple out of the way. He gets one or two down and then takes a couple hits himself, but it does leave an opening for you guys to push past him. Oh, this sweet dumb boy. Okay.
Alright, -1 focus point. I'm at 2 in the face.
But after that, you guys make it to the entryway of the mines and find that they have been caved in. There is still the tree of the wall of chains behind you, and it is slowly encroaching towards you.
Any of this look familiar, Reeves?
Well, the mine shaft shouldn't be caved in, I can tell you that much. He'll approach it and try putting his hand on the caved in passage.
Okay. Something... It feels weird. Your body seems to be resonating slightly with the rocks.
He'll cant his head at that, and then he'll try pushing against them.
The rocks do not budge.
Okay, but I'm feeling something from them.
You're feeling something.
Open?
What about that weird key thing you have?
A skeleton key?
I don't know what it's called.
Reeves will pull out skeleton key and maybe tap on the rocks with it.
So, as you go to tap and expect it to make contact, it partially slips through the rock, as if it was a lock.
Oh. Reeves cants his head at that. It's like, huh?
Did it work?
One second. Reeves will attempt to see if he can put his studying into practice and try to unlock the rocks.
Alright. So I won't make you make a check for this. It is an odd sensation, but it seems that skeleton key seems to be guiding your hand in this case, as if it was partially built for this purpose. And as you twist, whatever magics were causing this cave-in to appear before you fade partially, and the rocks flicker away, leading you deeper inside.
That's not
I don't know
good.
Oh.
I don't know how I did that, but let's go.
Moving!
Congratulations for your first reality hack, Reeves.
Yeah!
Alright. And thus, do you guys push in deeper?
These mines I know a little bit.
And inside...
Gug.
Ignore that, that's just the name
Yeah.
of the city somebody generated.
Yeah.
Inside, the smell of mildew hits your nose. The buildings here look old. Worn but preserved in time. The straw roofs on some of the huts have begun to rot into mush. And the wood looks old and worn. But other than that, the area is immaculate and eerily quiet
How tall are the buildings?
as the passage seals behind you.
Oh.
That's
What
great.
in the world?
They are roughly the size of a normal building that you'd see in any other town or village. A lot of them are almost ramshackle in appearance, as if hastily built, and there are a lot of tents scattered about.
Well, Lynn is supposed to meet us here, right?
I sure hope so. Do I? Is anything about this familiar?
You recognize some of these buildings from your dreams, but they seem to be in much cleaner states.
Okay. Where did he find Cedar?
Way in the back here.
Okay.
But that exploration will have to wait.
Aww.
I know. But there is quite a bit left, and this is the best stopping point we're going to have for quite some time.
Yep.
So what's up?
I was just gonna say that Lana was just gonna suggest maybe holding up for a quick 10 minutes to patch up before going too much deeper if it's quiet.
I will say Wolf took like 33 damage. He's looking a bit rough.
Oof.
Yeah, Mika would patch anybody up who needed it real quick.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm down like 25 HP, but nothing serious. But
How long would they need for that? Or for all
Uh,
those medicines?
Making can do 2 in 10 minutes.
And
Yeah.
So about
Wolf
20
can-
minutes for 4?
Well, Wolf can do himself.
Yeah,
Wolf's
Wolf
got
can do
medicine.
himself if we only need 3. And Lana can do herself or one other person with her medicine check if she needs to.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna suggest that so that Lana could refocus, actually.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Mika could patch up the worst people in 10 minutes, and then if we wanted to spend another 10, she can patch up the other 2.
How bad off are the other two?
Wolf is at 33 down. Reese is
Okay.
25 down.
Reebs is 20 down. Actually, Reebs will be fine. He will say he doesn't feel too comfortable just spending nearly half an hour doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be 10 minutes otherwise. Well, like,
Well, it'd be either 10 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which he will say is way too long.
Yeah. So
Wait,
10
there's-
minutes is fine. Another 20 might. Because you need. If you guys are going to wait for Lynn anyway, 10 minutes might be good. We don't know how long it's going to take, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we can scoot off to the side by a building for 10 minutes and patch the
Yeah.
worst of it up.
Yep. Roll me that medicine check. Do you want it to be 20 or 15?
20.
Alright, roll me that medicine check.
34 total.
Alright, roll 4d8 plus. Does that stay the same? I'll check.
The 40. I've got a note about 4d6 plus 15. That's a once a day thing. That's not the regular medicine check.
Correct. 4d8. And 4d8 plus 10.
Okay. 22. 23. 33 total.
Okay,
Wee.
so that perfectly tops Wolf back off, and we'll top Reese off as well. Right. Anybody else, be sure to track what your HP is currently at, so it is properly recorded for the next session.
Damn.
Yeah, Mika's only 14 down, so she's good for the moment.
Well,
Battle band-aids if needed later.
Oh, so
Well, Reebs and I are traumatized.
yeah. How you liking your friends, Reeves?
Reebs needs better friends.
Is it sad that I'm getting Steven Universe freaking vibes off of that damn clown like fucking
So-
Spinel?
About that,
Oh no.
Let me link you the song
Oh,
that
no.
caused that character to come into existence.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
It's going in Redeemer's Radio.
Oh no.
I have a feeling I know what song this is.
Yep.
Yep.
Other friends.
God
Oh,
damn
I
it.
don't like
no.
Steven Universe, but I've seen that song floating around.
I
I've
love
never
Steven
heard of it.
Universe. I love Steven Universe so much, and this.
I just vaguely know what it's about.
Oh my god. Yep, that was getting serious
I've
vibes
only
of
seen
that.
that movie because one of the people I watched streamed it while doing art one day.
I really like the series, and I liked the movie quite a bit. Although, yeah, the movie is kind of oddball if you haven't watched any of the rest of the series. Yeah, no, okay, I was good to know I wasn't wrong with my Spinell feels there.
Things are starting to click together, Matt.
Yeah, are they?
I don't know, but I at least have a theory.
Theories are good. We'll
Yeah.
see if they're true.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. You know how I throw out the random weird ass fucking like brain theories at Matt?
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Apparently some of them are actually close. I
Yeah.
don't know which ones.
So yeah, because I think Okay, I think Reeves has tried to tell everyone what Lynn said to him via letter and has been unsuccessful. But I have a feeling that the dream that he had before coming here, I think that was actually real.
That does seem to be a common theory. We will see if that holds any truth.
Yes. Because the wording that she used and what occurred in that dream, I'm like,
Yeah. The events that are happening in yours, Sephi, are things I've been excited for a while.
well, that's good to know.
It's definitely a shake-up for Reeves' existence, I will say that. You having
Uh-oh.
fun yet? You getting them brain juices flowing?
Yes. I don't know if you tell me the Goblin God was like split into like several different pieces and Reeves is one of them, I'm going to fucking throw a pitch a fit.
We'll see, won't we?
Yes.
My favorite reaction was definitely when I rolled initiative and you guys were like, why does the clown have an initiative of 64?
Fucking a nat 20, and I'm like, Jesus, what does a clown do? I don't like this.
Why is Lynn afraid of the clown? Oh no, we thought Lynn was gonna solve this problem.
Uh-huh.
Listen, Mika and I have plus 20 to our initiative, man.
that
Maybe
doesn't,
that's not enough sometimes.
that doesn't feel good.
The clown, I did the math in my brain place. If the clown rolled a nat 20 and had a plus 44 modifier, that could do it. Otherwise, there's some broken modifiers going on there.
Modifiers.
I mean,
I call shenanigans.
Lynn is a goddess,
Yeah.
which means
Probably like level 25 or
Means
something.
so is our friend.
Possibly. Or something else is going
Hey,
on.
they're not your friend. They're specifically Reeves'
That's
friend.
true. That's true.
I'm not even sure
okay
that's
with
true at
that.
this
No,
point.
I'm fine with
I'm-
that.
I'm very concerned.
We're gonna have fun. Next week's gonna be fun.
Oh goodness.
Oh no.
I mean, Reeves has been asking why us specifically.
Well.
So I'm getting a feeling we're gonna find out.
Oh, there's definitely a reason for Reeves.
Oh goodness. I'm scared.
As you should be.
Oh
See,
god.
aren't the Sins fun little character building adventures?
It's hilarious how far we've come that Envy feels like the quaint one now.
Envy was a very good level setter.
Just a cool, just a dude wandering around Ronin style. Like, man, I need a new fucking body. This one sucks.
To be fair, based on when you guys fought Envy, the Sins had been awake for like a week.
Oh, I see.
Fuck.
So Envy didn't have time to have an arsenal of like a billion techniques. If you fought Envy late, that was gonna be a fucking nightmare.
Oh no.
You want to see a neat trick, and then they instant transmission behind you and drop 40 grenades at your feet. They just Joseph Joestar you.
Goodness.
Yep. All of these have fun scaling based on the order they are dealt in.
I am fucking terrified now of the future ones.
I'm scared of mine.
Mika's is coming last at the looks of this. I'm terrified. I don't
Man,
want to know how this shit's gonna go.
Kevin, I think we're doing pretty chill right now, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah. It's just funny to think about. It's just like, man, this is how like.
It's like, wow. Yeah, I mean, like, Lana and Tomas is just like, yeah, those were pretty straightforward.
Well,
Also, their trauma didn't involve seeing their former family cannibalized and made into like a weird flesh suit.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Tomas just had a lot of emotional trauma.
Hey,
Hi.
he's stupid.
Yeah, I know. But every character is different, and thus you guys give me fun, exciting ways to bully each and every one of you, and I appreciate it.
Happy to oblige.
Big fear. Big fear. Big fear.
Well, seeing this doesn't fill you with hope that it's all gonna be okay.
Nope. Can't wait for you to snap the bard over your knee.
Alright, that's enough clown music. The clown music
Yeah.
can stop.
Yes, it
Yeah.
I love how that started playing and you guys were, God damn it.
can.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, I wasn't expecting the Goblin Clown because, you know, Cedar Altar was what was in Reebs's freaking dreamscape.
I was like thinking back through notes, looking to see if there was any mention of like a goblin somewhere back in the past, and because I thought I vaguely remembered one, but I couldn't find anything.
Yep. There were a couple of ways that could have gone. 99.99999999999% of the time it was going to end like that, but there were a couple of iterations on how it could have gone down, at least.
Like if I had somehow guessed the correct name.
That was like the nearly impossible one. If you did it, shoot, that would have been interesting.
Have you given any information at all throughout the
No.
entire campaign? No.
That question was supposed to be one that Reeves was impossible to answer unless he just made a guess.
Like the only goblins that were relevant to this is just like it's definitely not Lynn and it's definitely not Krax.
Yep.
So it's just like I have no fucking idea.
Oh, her name is Jessica.
Her name is not Jessica.
My other thing was be like, well, Lynn is named Lynn. Maybe this girl's named Gob.
They would have laughed at that and go, "Oh, you fucking prankster! What's my fucking name, bitch? I'll cut you."
God.
They had you figured out after the first deception check.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, something tells me their modifiers are pretty good.
Yeah. Just a little.
Yeah, when a stealth roll of 30 didn't do it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, we're not meant to fight this one just yet.
Yeah, just be happy you didn't meet the condition of having to fight them and run through the forest away.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I mean, I'm pretty sure that would have been Reeb saying, "I don't like this. I'm gonna shoot you now." But I think he was tempered against that because of what happened in with the Incubus and Eber shenanigans.
Yeah. Learning that you can't solve all your problems like that.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's better to play along and not get all your friends murdered by the psychos that just happen to run into you.
Basically, it's just like, I have no information. I am fucking blind right now.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad Tomas kept his trigger finger calm.
Yeah. Are you guys glad there's a clown and a jester just creepily following you guys around?
I mean, the
No.
jester. We left the jester in the forest. Like, I don't know.
Did we?
Kevin?
Did we?
Did we?
Might have.
Did we?
It just
We
cuts
might
to the
have.
fucking jester just dab dancing in the fucking background at 2% opacity.
Cut to the jester in the background, staring like, that's my target.
I will say, it is unfortunate that we missed the interaction of somebody bringing up the gesture, but...
Really?
And I will tell you more about that when you finish this mission.
Aw.
Damn it, Matthew.
We have fun here.
Do we?
I
We
have fun
do.
here at least.
But
God, if you tell me that there's like a anti-redeemers troop that's just a bunch of fucking jesters and clowns.
no.
We're gonna clown on you, honk honk, bitch.
No.
They just drop an Acme anvil on you guys for like 1,000,000 damage.
Goddamn.
Oh god.
You take 1,000,000 bludgeoning damage.
I explode.
We were the jobbers the whole time.
Oh. It's a shame I won't get to use the tokens until next week, but I expected that.
Oh boy.
Oh, good.
I'm happy with the greed tokens I found.
Oh
The gluttony
no.
tokens, sorry.
Plural. Ooh.
Oh no.
Hey,
Oh,
the last
I mean, hey,
fight
no.
was multi-phase.
Sloth also had rotating faces.
I know.
And even Envy had different face plates I swapped out.
Oh,
over the
that's
plates.
true. The hood and then the Lana face.
Mhm.
Can't wait to see what a beautiful cocktail Reese's is.
Wee.
It's his parents.
Fuck off. That means his
Oh,
parents are
God.
dead.
Wee.
No,
Was
it's
it
actually
bad?
it's actually his parents from the reality where all of Reeves' stuff makes sense.
Not gonna lie. I'm almost like 95% sure one of those faces of gluttony is gonna be Cedar.
Oh, most certainly. And Reeves is going to freak the fuck out.
Could be.
Like,
Could be something
Reeves-
worse.
Reeves, listen, you can
I'm
do
scared.
this. I shot my little brother. You could shoot your father. It's fine.
Super.
What if one of the faces is Lynn?
Hmm.
You
God.
can shoot your god.
We're
I'd
the,
rather not.
we're the
I shot
imposters.
mine.
We've been the
We're trying
imposters the
to-
whole time. This is
I
gonna
don't
be
want-
What if
stupid.
actual Lynn isn't the real Lynn?
Tomas, I don't want to attack and dethrone God.
So
Godlin is a fallacy. What?
Godlin.
no, so Matt,
Yes.
the rest of us just heard a lot of buzzing with like that whole like who are you buzzing like piece
Yes.
thing.
You did not. You specifically did not hear that the sun was red in the dream.
Yes.
That he saw Lynn in the dream.
Yes.
And that every time they asked, what piece did you get?
Okay.
But we heard all the other bits that they said.
Correct.
All right.
About being fakers and liars and where's the real
Yeah.
Reeves.
Yeah. So they did hear about like real Reebs.
Yes.
Okay. I know what Lana's next private time dream thing is gonna be.
Hell yeah. We're having fun. Things are getting spicy, aren't they?
What do you mean dream thing?
Oh, Lana's. I'm writing out
Meditation.
Lana's meditations for Matt.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's doing a journal thing for me. Funsies. Next week is going to be interesting.
Oh yes it is.
Matt, I'm really glad Tomas never had that dream.
Yeah, you fucking cryptid.
I'm so glad he's not trying to be a cranky asshole anymore.
Is he not?
And he's just devolving into the elf cryptid that does drugs and fucking bullies his friends.
Drags his boyfriend?
Yeah, the Tomas that Reeves always knew was in there.
It was funny, like when Tomas was just dunking on Reese like the entire week.
Mhm.
Reese's door is gonna be locked the whole week.
It's his love language.
He's in the doghouse.
Oh,
I will say
staring.
Nara gave you the ability to turn off the doorbell.
Yep, he's gonna do that at night. He's only gonna open it for when Lana wants to study.
Oh.
Tomas staring at the lock, like, Reeves, could you get this open?
Tomas
Probably.
taping down the buzzer and then leaving for the night.
Probably, but you could always just crash at my workshop.
Fair.
And thus did Tomas sleep on the mountain of books.
Yeah, fine.
No, we just rigged up a hammock like on the ceiling. He just hops into that.
You unfurled one of the books.
Reeves is gonna be really confused when Reese starts calling his workshop the doghouse.
You mean the gob house, right?
Sure, we can call it that.
Awesome.
He means it's where I go when I'm in trouble.
It's like Reeves hears knocking at like 1 a.m. in the morning, opens it, sees Tomas, nods, and then just lets him in.
I didn't take your bed down from last time. I figured you'd need it again.
Well,
I mean, wouldn't Wolf's room actually be the doghouse?
I think Wolf invested in the lock at some point. Huh? Memes.
I wonder what
He-
happened to Nathan.
Yeah, hope he's okay.
Same.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
You recorded all this, right, Chris?
Yep, I did. I hadn't actually stopped it yet in case anything else came up, so.
Yeah,
Send that over to Nathan.
Yep, I'll go ahead and stop
Yeah.
it here.